Support WrestleTalk!
Be kind to each other in the comments.
It's going to be a long episode of Raw, so why not have a beer to help you get through? beer52.com/WrestleTalk. Get yourself a free gift. Oh, you got that one left over as well, mate.
I know we've synced up, but my one has a special message. As I said yesterday, my lady partner's been leaving me little notes.
Mm-hmm.
Don't drink too much.
Oh, isn't that sweet?
Because things like this happen.
I am Luco, and I'm joined by Mr. Davis. Welcome to the Raw After WrestleMania live stream reactions. We're all synced up. We're all pretty much ready to go with it on here on BT Sport here in the UK. How are you feeling about the show?
How am I feeling? One of the best things about the Raw After Mania is the crowd. I would say that's always my number one thing. That traveling crowd, the international audience, the hijinks, the friends we make along the way. That's the best thing. And this is going to miss that. So we didn't live stream last year's Raw After Mania because it was absolutely bonkers time and we had no idea what to do. And they didn't really do anything in the way of big new directions or angles. So, but I am optimistic. Like this surely should be setting the scene, the landscape for the next 6 months of WWE. And I'm hopeful for at least one big angle, a return. Maybe it's Becky Lynch. Maybe it's Brock Lesnar. Maybe it's a draft. Maybe it's a little shake-up. But yes,
we should be getting our new commentary team.
I'm curious.
We should be getting our new commentary team. They confirmed that today. Arden Vink is replacing Tom Phillips, and he's going to be joined by Corey Graves and Byron Saxton. They've also confirmed that Asuka versus Rhea Ripley in a WrestleMania rematch will be on this show. And Davis, I thought I would read you this because obviously you've been keeping clear of the news. A report from our friend Sean Rossap over at Fightful Select about Fiend versus Orton. I thought you'd be interested to hear this, particularly because I'd imagine we're going to get a bit of a follow-up to Fiend versus Orton on this show. The report states that the plan as of Friday was for Fiend to beat Orton. However, Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard made the decision to change the finish with Orton winning. It was also noted that management was happy with the finish as it played out. Talent, on the other hand, was said to have been exceedingly confused about the booking of the match. The report also said the talent involved were not even told what the end game plan of the storyline was going to be. The only thing that was said was that Orton would be written off television. Given how the match ended, it remains to be seen if that's the case. So
well, now I can see why. Now I can see why Randy was quite visibly disinterested in the match when he came out during WrestleMania.
Sense, right? Apparently, they have no idea what the story is. WWE don't know, and the talent involved don't know what the ending of that match actually meant. So maybe fans are absolutely right to just be speculating a Mania that it's about star-crossed lovers or something, or it's actually Bo Dallas, or it's a thin-necked Fiend, or whatever, or it's Aleister Black, or whatever it is.
I hope, because it did give me that sort of 1989 Tim Burton Batman run vibe, that the box-like structure becomes Bliss's new car. And she can drive that thing wherever she goes. And then eventually it's revealed inside the box-like structure is a wacky races style automobile driven by Aleister Black or Bo Dallas. Because who gives a crap? But let's be optimistic. Come on.
Let's be optimistic.
It's a new season.
Here we go. Raw is now starting. We've gone back to I know we are still on Then, Now, Forever Together, right?
Together forever. Hulk Hogan's all our friend.
I'm still expecting to hear bam, 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 bam. So I've got to get used to this new one now.
I skip them
forever. I skip it, mate. I haven't got time for it. Of course, we are raising money for Calm again today. We are nearly at our 20,000. Oh, Bobby's just celebrating with the baby faces, I guess.
An orange suit. Oh, Umberto Carrillo's out there.
Oh, there goes Umberto and someone else to go back to catering.
2 people.
Oh, Matt Riddle wants to challenge Bobby.
What do you make of this this orange suit?
I like it, mate. I mean, I could never pull it off, but I think Bobby looks great in it. Bobby
I
versus
think it would
Riddle,
make our skin look very red.
Oh, yeah. It would really expose me to be the pale boy that I am.
Pale boy? Is that like the new Proud Boy thing?
Oh, dear. No, thank you.
That was such a half-assed attempt at making Bobby look really big time. Umberto Carrillo, I'm sorry, I didn't see which. It was Grand Metalik, okay. A Lucha House Party. And some woman with a clipboard who was obviously a runner. She was obviously doing like production stuff. Yeah, hey, Bobby, can I have your autograph?
All right, Bobby's now beating up Matt Riddle. He's just thrown his face into the scooter.
So he is a heel.
He is a heel, and it is going to be Bobby versus Riddle tonight, by the looks of it, for the WWE title.
Happy, I mean, you know, MMA context right there.
I think that could be a great, great match.
Riddle at the end there, looking like the front cover of Michael Jackson's Thriller album.
Welcome to the Raw live stream. Sorry, I do apologize. I've had some peanuts, and now the peanut dust is like at the back of my throat.
You maniac.
For joining us on the Raw After WrestleMania live streams. It's wonderful to have you here. Please do click the video that's in the video description down below, because we are raising money for Calm. We're going to get Ollie Davis to shave his eyebrows. We are at £18,325 has been raised for Calm. If we can get to 20,000 by the end of Raw, Davis is going to shave his eyebrows as well as his hair on Quizlemania this Wednesday.
I love seeing the people in the chat who are just watching us for the first time over WrestleMania weekend, and they're like, "What's going on with Ollie's face?" I tell you what happened. I won. Right now, I'm a winner because my eyebrows are still intact. I don't believe all of you SWAF Nation folks have got it in you. You've only got £1,700 left to raise. You're not going to do it. You've got 3 hours, and these eyebrows are staying on my face.
We'll see about that. Okay. I said his name wrong. I think I called him Arden earlier.
Well, I can't wait for us to all enjoy him for about 3 weeks and then get a little bit, he just becomes another voice in the din as WWE's production hammers out any sense of individuality. God, I'm down on everything already. I'm sorry, folks.
Here's the confirmation we are getting Rhea versus Asuka, a WrestleMania rematch. Because I thought that was the whole point of Backlash, where it was going to be WrestleMania rematches. And we're also going to get a Firefly Funhouse tonight. Ooh. It returns.
Can you say the name of the pay-per-view correctly, please?
Backlash WrestleMania Revenge or something.
WrestleMania's Backlash.
Is it really?
I'm pretty sure it's that. It's something that's definitely doing what it says on the tin even more.
Yeah, that sounds dumb.
Money in the Bank's going to be called Money in the Bank, where someone has to climb up a ladder to get a briefcase.
I mean, let's not forget, last year's was called Climb the Corporate Ladder. So, like, they are into their branding right now. Are we getting this match now? I thought it was going to be like the main event or something.
This match goes on last. Which means Becky's coming back.
But if you're going to have Becky come back, would you do it in the Thunderdome or not in front of the 25,000 live fans you had last night?
No, you save the in-ring Fiend versus Orton match for the live fans. You save the Becky return for the digital people.
Here we go. Bobby is attacked Riddle before the bell has even started, so we may not even get this match.
Oh, shall we be like, if everyone wants, you can line us up with your TV and pretend we are an extension of the Thunderdome, because we've kind of got the same bits. So should we do some Thunderdome miming for people to gif out?
I haven't got a title I can hold up. That's the other one that people do. I haven't got that. Oh, I've got this.
That's good Thunderdoming. What have I got? beer52.com/WrestleTalk. Get a free case of 8 craft beers. UK viewers only.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much, Beer52. You've been an excellent sponsor for us throughout this whole weekend. In fact, this whole past week of all of the streams that we have done. Bobby Lashley is absolutely destroying Mr. Riddle on the outside here.
It's a difficult... Oh, no. Riddle isn't the US champion anymore. He is going to... Oh, God, you don't think this is going to be a squash, do you? This could be a great match.
Well, because it's not for the title, is it? This is just a match. So you could get
a grudge.
Look, Riddle's ready to fight. We're getting this bell rung. I think Riddle's about to get his bell rung. There it is. Just punch him in the head.
Oh, God. All right, I've got my notes so far stop at orange suit. Bobby's wearing an orange suit. I need to write down.
To cover for you for a little bit.
Yeah. Yes, please.
Yeah. Okay, so Bobby is just, well, I mean, pretty much the note that I was making earlier. He is kicking the crap out of Matt Riddle. He's now in the corner doing some shoulder barges. I really am liking this presentation of Bobby. I wish the Hurt Business was still with him. But, him winning at WrestleMania is it was so cool. I was really, really chuffed for it. I also just saw someone in the Thunderdome who was doing the thumbs down reaction that Ollie was just doing. So clearly they were taking directions from Davis. Thank you all so much for joining us. We've got nearly 2,000 people in this stream, which is wonderful business. Love to see it. Welcome, everyone, for Raw After Mania.
It feels very sort of low-key, just me and you, doesn't it? After like the 6 people we've had on night 1 and night 2 of Mania.
There's the big stalling suplex by Bobby. Once upon a time, what's his finishing move when he came back to WWE?
He's a big boy.
He is a big boy, doing big boy things.
I wonder if he could walk someone up the steps like Belair did. Not the scooter.
Not the scooter. Oh, he's thrown it. What a dick.
Boo.
Old Mr. Vink there started a sentence but didn't really know how to finish it. It was like, that's a thing.
I am actually quite glad I get Corey back. I have missed him.
Yeah.
I know he got a bit obnoxious near the end of his last Raw run. But
Bobby's just dumped him over the barricade.
People love that spot right now.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there. Oh, it's because Raw rolls on. We went to an ad break.
Oh,
you can have your point about
of course. I forgot about the ad breaks. God damn.
So you were saying about Corey Graves?
No, just that I like him. Any sort of bad will or sort of frustration I felt with him has kind of gone. I don't know if that's felt by the wider group of people. And what's your thoughts on Graves?
I get a bit hot and cold on him at times. Well, I think when he's actually pretty good, then there are other times I think he's a bit of a shill, there's times where I'm not overly keen on his commentary, but there's some times where he's genuinely brilliant. So I'm hoping to see, he's back with Byron, so there'll be lots of like bullying of Byron and things like that. Shut up, Saxton. So that should be a bit of fun. Plus, in theory, surely Samoa Joe is getting back in the ring, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's something I'd love to see. Raw after Mania.
Samoa Joe return.
Especially, who do you have to go against Lashley? I know Drew. I know Drew. But Samoa Joe versus Bobby Lashley, yes, frickin' please. I'm sure they'll build the whole thing on their beatdown clan history together.
Let's read some of your donations that have come through. Thank you all so much for giving to Calm, donating to Calm, raising money. £18,413 has been raised. We're at 184% of our original target. Campground Steve says, message, eat S-word, Blair. Oh, wait, wrong channel. Jigsaw Joe said, hated that. To heel heavy on the show. Worst show of the week. Only enjoyed the Riddle match. This is obviously about last night's WrestleMania. As someone who suffers from depression and has had of my own demons, you guys are great in doing this. Thank you to Bucket Crundadunder for your donation and no message. Adam Nicholson donated and said, down with the slugs, in reference to Ollie Davis's eyebrows. Joe Rossi, thank you for your donation. No message. Jacob says, mental health is the single most important thing to a happy, healthy life. Nothing important to my mental health than seeing Ollie Davis have his eyebrows shaved off. Shave that shave.
It's not going to happen.
Chris said, thank you for everything. My favorite conspiracy theory of 2021 is the WrestleTalk secret vendetta against hair. Adam, you could do no roll barred list of top 10 co-op games that are great even when played solo. That's a really good list. I'm going to pass that on to him, actually. Justin McClucky says, let's go smooth Ollie, gents. I admit, I loved the Fiend's character and I enjoyed the build to this match. This, obviously, in reference to the Mania match. And this actively angered me. No way in heck should he have lost. Why does Vince hate Bray so much? Oh, it's a good question.
Stop doing Fiend wrong. Oh, we're coming back. I'm actually just making a note now to pitch the belt collector gimmick to Laurie.
Such a good gimmick.
I want to send him round all the YouTube channels.
I love that, yeah. Before we do get back into Raw, we have had a big donation from Aaron Worcester, £100 to say, I got my student loan today, so I better help you guys out. Calm, although I haven't used it myself, is a fantastic charity, and with all the uncertainty currently, I hope this will help. It really, really will. Thank you so much for that big, generous donation.
And student loans, it's free money.
Yeah, you'll never pay it back.
It's below the interest rate. 30 years, it's wiped off. Ooh, are they in America?
Well, it was pounds, so we can probably presume he's a Brit.
Okay, because in America, that's a bad deal.
Oh, you got to hold on to that.
Oh yeah, you'll be declared bankrupt. They do not leave you alone.
Here in the UK, I still think I'm paying off my student loan. I don't know. I have no idea at this point.
I was meant to, but my accountants just decided not to for 2 years. That was a shocking January 31st morning. Oh, you owe you owe way more money than you have in your bank account for that education you got. Yeah. Why did I spend it all on drugs?
You've used that education to such good use.
Yeah.
I
have. University is very good.
I spent my student loan on things like this. This is my J from my university years. This is what I spent my student loan on.
Nice. It's an investment.
It is an investment. My wife hates him.
A lot of
Maurice
people
is going to be on Miss TV.
Oh, Maurice is back.
Yeah, Maurice is back. Maurice is going to be on Miz TV tonight.
Hey, Luke, why the hell not?
I mean,
it's
really,
Raw after Mania.
I mean, I'll tell you why. It's because Miz and Mrs. is back on TV, so they've got to promote that starting up again. Does it start tonight, or is it like a different night that it's on?
I think this is probably, new season, Raw. I think we're going to see Maurice and Miz and John Morrison become the power faction in the main event scene. Long run. Miz can get his title back from Lashley. Because I tell you what, folks, that guy deserves it because he's there a lot.
I genuinely bought into what you were saying for a second. I was like, oh, does he think they're going to like form a faction together? Until until I realized you were actually just working all of us.
A lot of people are very down on Verk.
Oh,
in the live chat, yes, which is not a good
What's
sign.
he done wrong?
I don't know. They're just saying he's getting on their nerves. I've got to be honest. When we're like live reaction stuff, like we're doing now, I miss so much of the commentary. So yeah. I'm not really in a position to give a proper opinion. But I would be wary. You know, sometimes it's just new. So
yeah,
I don't know.
It's
I've got no experience with the guy.
It's like it's first time on Raw. Like you're gonna be nervous. You may make some like slip ups and stuff like that. But yeah, like I mean, I tune out WWE commentary quite a bit anyway.
Yeah.
Unless they say something like, you know, what was it? Box shaped structure.
Yeah, some kind of box shaped structure.
Okay, is Riddle going to start making his comeback now? Because the other thing that people are saying in the chat is like, this is the longest squash match I've ever seen.
He's almighty. It's an almighty squash match.
Do you not think then that we're just going to Riddle's going to get like a flash roll up and he's going to pin Bobby Lashley and set up the match for Backlash?
If they do that, what's the point?
Oh, just kicked him in the face. Now we come.
I wouldn't mind that though. No, actually, I would. What am I talking about?
Riddle's getting a few kicks in, some MMA kicks.
I think if you are going to build to a Riddle Lashley pay-per-view match imminently, you double DQ this. Or the Hurt Business. Just put the Hurt Business back together.
Missed the floating bro into the Hurt Lock. I think that's probably it now.
Yeah. Wow, Riddle got nothing of this. He's got a tap right. It's the Hurt Lock.
Man, that made Riddle look like an absolute chump. Made Bobby Lashley look great, but like it was such a long squash match. Which makes me think, I'm not sure what that accomplished other than making Riddle look silly. Not sure I was into that. Well, we'll see what the chat said. I don't think the match is actually finished on their end yet. But yeah,
really, we had
Bobby Lashley. Well, as in like because obviously the YouTube stream's like 30 seconds behind us, isn't it?
Yeah.
So there you go. That was Bobby Lashley beating Matt Riddle in the opening match of Raw after Mania.
Decisively.
So we're going to be getting a video package for Rhea versus Asuka now. Yep, we sure are.
How can you...
Gone.
I was going to say, how can you watch how good Riddle Sheamus was in the ring and then just immediately the next night feed Riddle to Lashley like that? That was a squash match.
A really long one. It went through an ad break.
It was essentially a burial. Like, I know that word's chucked around so much it doesn't really mean anything anymore. But why can't they just look? Carrillo was right there. Why can't Lashley bully them and squash him instead and build to a Riddle match next week?
Well, maybe Sammy Buckles got the idea here. Bye-bye 3-week push. The 3-week push is over. Like, Humberto Carrillo's 3-week push ended last year, so there's no point in beating him now. You've got to shut down a different 3-week push.
Dear, oh dear.
We're going to read out some more of your donations. Nikolai Azaparadi says, what would be more underwhelming? Randy Orton winning with 1 RKO, Bayley being beaten up by the Bellas, or Mr. Davis not shaving his eyebrows after all of this? Donate, people. It's such a good cause.
It's Kevin Patrick.
Okay. You're not going to do the voice, are you?
I don't know where I stand on an Irish accent. But I'm going to do an Australian because I know I can do that, right?
We're not supposed to do that anymore. We got told off for it.
I know. But I watch so much. I love the Australian accent. It makes me happy to do.
I think it's only, it comes from the fact that you and I are Adam and Joe fans.
Yes.
When Adam and Joe used to get an email from an Australian, it was just like, crikey, Australian. In a loving way.
Ripley just called herself the Brutal World Order. She is ready for Asuka. That's my notes
So I got the BWO confirmed. Tom Hughes says, donating this because at some point everyone at WrestleTalk needs to be smoothed, manscaped good by eyebrows. And Angel Montaner said, I'm here for Ollie's eyebrows. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Ollie. You look like you're about to say something.
No. Got nothing.
18,500 pounds raised, by the way. Daniel House says, don't worry, Ollie. I'm just helping save you from an Otis gimmick infringement lawsuit by getting rid of those caterpillars above your eyes. And Drive Shaft has a
big donation
to say no message, but £122 was donated for that. Baby George also donated with no message. Jaded Ben said, shave those eyebrows, Ollie. Jay Gallagher's donated with no message, as has Chels. Jack Anthony's donated to say, hi guys, the first quiz on Mania took place the day after my friend suddenly passed away. I needed the escapism and entertainment it provided more than ever. So thank you for everything that you do. Thank you so much for watching with us, Jack. I'm very sorry to hear about your loss. Tim with a big donation to say, how can I not contribute to Professor Wheato losing his eyebrows? Love you all, especially you know who you are. Humstad donated with no message. Anil Patil said, keep up the great content on YouTube, WrestleTalk. Great cause in all seriousness. Hey, look at this person, Jonathan Hedman with a $50 donation. It's a thank you
headmaster.
For being an amazing group of people. You've put many smiles on my face. This is such a great cause. As someone who fights crippling depression almost every day, I love this cause. Someone who probably just enjoyed the trailer we just saw then for Kong versus Godzilla. The Human Godzilla has donated to say 5 live streams in 6 nights. Gonna feel lonely watching wrestling on Wednesday. At least we're going to get Mr. Davis's eyebrows. Charles Berger said, I've now created 2 names that have made it into WrestleTalk canon. Hey, Diarrhea Ripley was mine. Thank you very much. Dire is mine. And of course...
That's funny. Didn't get that.
And of course, Spunk. Even though I'm just a viewer, things like that make me feel special. You're all good, people. Stephen Guzman trying to get a third in there. Stephen Guzman, the Fiend brought me back to watching WWE, and honestly, I'm so sad how everything going down with him. It's disheartening. Anyway, you guys rock. Thank you for making me laugh when WWE makes me so sad. Anonymous has donated £50. Mod Mother has donated $50 to say, why am I giving myself more work to do? Because it's a great cause, and I want Bossman to buzz those brows. Look at this insubordination from your employees.
This is outrageous.
Keller, wonder if it's Wade, said, can't wait for the biggest Raw after Mania returns. Yoshi Tatsu and Justin Gabriel. Mr. Davis is right. No way are we ever going to reach that goal. Jam that jam. The Mendoza family donated $50 to say, we just watched you guys for a few years now, want to contribute to a good cause, as well as Mr. Davis losing his eyebrows. Have fun with Raw. Izza Smith says, was checking something on the WWE roster wiki, and Wesley Blake, Mojo Rawley, and Tucker are all still employed by WWE. 3 people you feel the most sorry for in WWE. Mine are Bray, Alistair, and Grand Metalik.
Yeah, but you could go for anyone there. We're coming back. This used to be my job, by the way. Hovering on the sort of interstitial before it came back.
Cedric's music is back. Used to dream I had a dog.
They're not called the Hurt Business. Why not just call them the Hurt Business?
But they are back to be a tag team. Used to dream I had a dog. Viking Raiders? Yeah, the Viking Raiders are back.
Ah.
That's cool.
Oh, I wonder who will go over here. It's like 2 teams WWE have got no faith in. I bet they'll break them up.
But the Viking Raiders? No.
It's time, isn't it?
No. Poor old Eric, man. Like, Ray Rowe has just done diddly dick while Hansen was out. Like, he just goes, oh, we'll do some 24/7 run-ins, and then that's it. And he had like one brief thing in Raw Underground. And like, it blows my mind. It's like, just because they're in a tag team doesn't mean you can't push them as a singles person while the other one is out. Like, it's so stupid.
Hanson and Rowe, you filthy mark.
It's 'cause
Eric and Ivar.
It's because I forget which one's which. So it's just easy for me to call them Rowe and
Yeah, I
Hanson.
forgot.
I'm pretty sure
Oh, he
Rowe
looks
is
happy.
Eric.
Were the Thunderdome screens always on the stage? Is that new? I thought they were only in the sort of stands arena bit. Now they were sort of either side of the entrance.
I thought they were either side of the entrance as well.
Oh my god!
I don't know.
I don't know. I can't remember. That's Ivar.
Nice to have Ivar. Yeah, it's nice to have Ivar back.
No, people are saying they've added more Thunderdome. That's how we turned around the ratings last time.
Well, we are in a new location, so I suppose that makes sense.
Good point.
And we've got another tag team on Raw here for AJ and Omos, perhaps. Oh, they've taken out Rowe.
Yes, I forgot about that. Oh, sick knee from Benjamin there.
Great knee from Benjamin.
AJ and Omos versus Benjamin and Alexander would have achieved the exact same thing rather than just New Day as transitional champions.
I know, mate.
So short change.
Did you see Bobby Lashley? Someone asked him about the Hurt Business breaking up, and he said it broke his heart for the group to break up. Like, I've never seen a faction break up on TV where all the members of the faction are doing open interviews being like, this is an awful idea. I hate this. And it really hurts me to have to, for us to do this.
Yeah. I think there's obviously there's such a background of race to this as well, that it's a lot more charged than your usual faction breakup, plans change, WWE sour on act. So it's just it's more disappointing, like disappointing in a different way. I'm not saying that's the reason WWE broke them up. I'm just saying it's more frustrating.
Also, does this mean you're going to bring back your "don't mention the war" experience joke?
I forgot about that. Why not? Why the hell not?
Why the hell not, eh?
It's the time for big returns. Do we lead with this in all the videos tomorrow? Viking Raiders return. I'm done with Major, I think. I think Major's overused. Big I've done too much of. Huge used to be a favourite. Enormous.
Explosive.
Gargantuan return.
Oh, that's nice. I would say, though, few too many characters.
I was playing around my WrestleTalk news review of WrestleMania Night 2. I was playing around with the title this morning, and I was like, there was like backlash over, you try out loads of different titles, and out of nowhere, it just struck me in a sleep-deprived state. Fan Fury at Fiend finish. I was like, oh, that is tabloid. Look at the alliteration.
Someone is suggesting behemoth to be a word used. Behemoth return.
Yeah. There are a few words because I pronounce a lot of stuff wrong because Olympic Slam there from Angle. From Benjamin.
Shout out to his Team Angle days, though.
Do you get any words that you pronounce wrong a lot and you just don't like going near them? Because honestly, you've just said it, but my mind is trying to tell me to say behemoth.
Do you know what I like? I want to be able to use, but I say it wrong. Vehemently.
Is it vehemently?
I
think so.
Vehemently? I always say it wrong. But I want to use it because it's such a great word, but I say it like an idiot.
It's they do say the more it sounds like, oh yeah, here we go, hockey fight with Benjamin and Ivar. Oh, Ivar looks great here.
Yes, he does.
Oh, I have missed him.
Yeah. Wonder if we'll get like a bit of a sort of mini push in the tag division.
Yeah.
Just building them up for Omos, because like surely that's the thing now is you build up this big dominating teams they can get in the ring with Omos, and then it's like how will it's immovable force, irresistible force, immovable objects, that sort of thing.
How good his moveset is.
A lot of people are trying to phonetically spell out vehemently for me to say. I think it's a lot to everyone. I'm just going to say it wrong.
A few people are just spelling it, but in capitals, which is how I talk to Spanish people.
This will help you, idiot. I think we might be getting the Viking experience. Bang!
Oh, that looked good. Cedric got a bit
1,
of air.
2, 3. Lovely stuff. Viking Raiders get the win. Viking Raiders are back, everyone.
Yeah, cool. Did that referee count look a bit weird to you? I think that was a 4 count. You know when like the referee jumps into position and that almost feels like the start of the count?
Yeah. That was a fun little squash match, I suppose, in a way. That wasn't actually much of a squash. Like Benjamin got
it was back and forth.
Yeah.
That's a good length for a back and forth match, I'd say. The opener probably went longer.
Well, it went through an ad break. Oh no, Vink called them the Viking Express. He got the name wrong. Oh no.
Vink or Verk?
Vink? Is it Verk?
Maybe they are the Viking Express now. You've had the Midnight Express. You've had the Rock and Roll Express. Oh no, you don't think he's just joined WWE based on his love of 80s wrestling, do you? I don't watch the current product. Flair. I'm sure I'll get up to speed quickly.
Yeah, that's good. That's a fired up promo. I'm struggling to. I'm so sad about her title run. Yeah. Still really sad about it. Right, ad breaks. Go get yourself a free case of craft beer by clicking the link in the video description or the pinned comment, beer52.com/WrestleTalk. Free case of craft beer on us here for joining us on WrestleJamia weekend. How are you finding this beer?
Well, I was just going to say, I really, really like it. And to wax lyrical about Beer 52,
go for it.
Especially in lockdown, because I am someone for the majority of my life just chucked alcohol down my throat and was like, yeah, job done. It was a very Route 1 approach to enjoying alcohol. And what Beer 52 has done has made me appreciate beer. Because it is that usually it was just a means to an ends for me. But now I'm like, I've discovered stouts, I've discovered porters. I never knew that I liked Guinness so much off the back of like that. So it really, really is fantastic. And I think, I imagine a lot of our audience enjoys beer. And if you're drinking if you're drinking Budweisers or Coors and stuff like that, and you're like, oh, I love beer. I like to get home and refresh myself with a Coors. It's kind of the equivalent of saying you love wrestling but only watch WWE. This is the equivalent of like checking out the indies, watching some New Japan. It's fantastic. So I cannot recommend it enough. And you get free beer. Like, what have you got to lose?
Oh, I love it. Free beer. Wonderful. Free beer. You've got to pay for the postage. It is UK viewers only, but get yourself a free case of craft beer. Let's get some of your donations in. Core Dream Studios said, love WrestleTalk. Been a fan for years. Glad to see Ollie's eyebrows go. Louis Dangor has donated to say, I'm not part of the Ollie Authority, I think, so I guess this is allowed.
He said that annoys me. He's saying that like it was his not his decision. I mean, your guys' booking. I don't know where I stand with the All Authority. That was you, Louis.
He literally just said in a meeting, he was like, "Oh yeah, by the way, I left the All Authority on Wrestling Daily," and not only that, he said last week. Oh yeah, no, I listened like last week and I just didn't tell anyone. Andrew 8468. I want to see those eyebrows shaved and the bathrobe burned. What's the bathrobe?
I don't know.
Have you been posting photos of you in your bathrobe on Instagram?
I don't think so. I haven't got an Instagram.
Matthew Burlage said, I wonder if the box-shaped structure is because Jack in the Box is copyrighted. I think you can just
saw
say
that idea. Yeah.
But that's if you're trying to brand it. Like if you're trying to like release a Jack in the Box. But it's not, you like if I had a Jack in the Box in my hand now, I could say the words Jack in the Box and the restaurant could not sue me for that because they've copyrighted it. But if I tried to make or release a Jack in the Box and brand it as such, then I think that may be an issue. I think they said box shaped structure because WWE like to overcomplicate things.
There is a Jack in the Box superhero in the public domain, which would definitely imply to me that it is. But I mean, it's one of the oldest toys imaginable.
Exactly, yeah. It's a word. Michael J said, wow, Riddle versus Lashley is such fresh and original, booming for the start of the new season. Nate S, only watching Raw because you guys are on the live stream, so thanks. Wanted to help on the final push to lose the Bush eyebrows. Still workshopping that. Oh, Charlotte Flair's
here.
back. Charlotte Flair is back, everyone, because apparently Ripley Asuka's next. We had a WrestleMania without Charlotte Flair. So I guess we're now going to use this to set up Flair versus Ripley as the next feud, I guess.
What Charlotte's wearing right now, I'm pretty sure I've seen it as an R2-D2 costume on Firebox. Just as an update, folks, to show you all how far away you are from making me shave my eyebrows on Wednesday, because we got to hit 20,000, and you're only at, let me refresh this. Oh no, you've not donated enough. You're at 18,610.
Ollie, you have forgotten that Raw is a 3-hour show. There are still 2.5 hours left of this broadcast. There's time.
Yeah,
come on, guys. We can do this.
On this current rate of donations, these are staying intact. And you're going to be so close. You're going to be close. But it's not going to be good enough.
We can do this. Come on, everyone. We're going to be there.
That's right.
So close.
I'm going to continue to get laid.
Are you worried
Which is something
once you shave your eyebrows up?
Oh, I'm 100% certain I am not getting laid with no eyebrows. I will not say that has been explicitly said to me, but it's the impression.
It's just the impression that you get, like the Mighty Mighty Boss tones.
Is she a heel or is she a face? She feels like she's a face right now.
They're piping in cheers, so that would suggest to me that she is still a baby face. She's going to cut a promo, and I've no doubt she'll sound like a heel in this promo.
And the sort of, is she going to tear up? Whoa. That's good working the camera there. I like that. Like choosing a movie to film?
So she's blaming Asuka and she's blaming Flair. It's Lacey's fault that she wasn't on Mania. Technically, that one's true.
Is this a babyface promo? Someone's saying how nothing's their fault. Are they insane? That's the most heel content you can do. Oh my God, this company is so inept.
She is such a heel. That feels like a bit of a shoot.
They definitely
That's
think
what
opportunity.
I was going to say, because that's what Andrade was said, wasn't it? Is that like no one likes him in the locker room.
The problem is, none of them can wrestle, isn't it?
For more than 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's, Naomi, Asuka. Just I get Becky Lynch.
There's only
no one can do over 5 minutes.
Only 3 or 4 of them can do over 20 minutes.
Yeah, Bianca Belair, Bayley, Sasha Banks.
Yeah.
It's a shame. It's a real shame.
You say Karma is a bitch.
Oh, where's Awesome Kong? Ooh.
What a baby face.
Are they still cheering?
Of course they are.
Look how into this the Thunderdome crowd are. There's not even this or this. It's just... Actually, no. This is the Thunderdome expression. Everyone can gif this.
No, they are booing her now. They're piping in boos. She is officially a heel now.
Okay, so they've... It says booing on my subtitles. It says Dennis Sheehan. Boo. Crowd boo. So what they accomplished there was they turned someone we all thought was a heel anyway into a heel. Because she started off as a babyface. And at least, in kayfabe, the company was presenting her like a babyface. Which is a lot more effort than they usually give. So fine. It's still going on though.
I think this is a good. Well, that's the other problem is this promo has gone on for way too long. But I think it's a good thing that they've turned her heel. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. Mic drop. I like the piped in reaction to booing her. She is definitely meant to be a heel. Charlotte is. She cut a "You People" promo. That was all right. I enjoyed that promo. She's a really, really good promo. And I think that her being a heel, her being this
Much
character
better.
where she thinks that she is she's the actual main event and she was overlooked at WrestleMania, I think is be quite good actually. I think that'd be a fun little character for Charlotte Flair. She's so much better as a heel. So yeah, I think that this is nothing but good news for Asuka and the women's division as a whole. But here we go. We've got Asuka versus Rhea Ripley now for the title. Well, apparently Bobby
Lost Raw
Roode has
Women's
donated.
Championship last night.
Sorry, I mispronounced. Booby Rude donated to say, please forgive me, Mr. Davis, but them eyebrows are a winking face emoji. Booby Rude. That's a fun one.
How am I going to do my Jack Black thing without eyebrows?
Charles Berger said that he did come up with Diarrhea Ripley. It was after he was inspired by Drew McIntyre to be sent in a chat on Quizzlemania. It's probably one I wasn't on, I guess, along with names like Shat Riddle. That was over 2 months ago. It's okay, I forgive you. Mike said, thanks for everything you do. Ray said, thanks for all the great content. Shawnee B said, thank you guys, much love. And Andrew Pop has said, I need a VPN and remember to use the WrestleTalk link for Surfshark. So thanks for that. In other news, time for Ollie to lose those eyebrows because that was a...
Big donation.
So big, it was $500. So that has now put us to £19,000 and 47. £19,047. We're less than £1,000 to get to our goal, and we've still got 2 hours and 10 minutes.
It's still good. It's still good. You're not going to get it. That's you can't. That was a once in a stream donation. £500. No one else is going to donate £500. And the rest of the SWAF nation. We're not talking Wall Street bets here. There's no unifying thing that everyone's going to get behind. No one wants to. Not everyone wants to see my eyebrows get shaved and the rest of my hair shaved and smooth Ollie. No. It's not going to happen. 2 hours, 10 minutes isn't enough time for the SWAF nation to rally and raise just £953 more. No. It's not happening.
Oh, I think it's happening. Guys, I think it is happening. Bruce the Mailman donates. Say, gladly will donate again. Been sick all weekend watching you times 3, which was awesome. Thank you, guys. Long live WrestleTalk. And Jack has also donated to say, well done, guys, for working so hard to make content this week. I can tell you this for free, Jack. I am tired. I felt very sleepy today. Even though I did build, I'm sitting at a new desk that I built today. There's another desk that I built because my wife's going to be working in the same office as me. And we're very excited about that. We're going to share an office together.
I want to know what Sean's setup is. I like the little insights into people's lives, because when he was on the stream with us, he was like, oh yeah, my wife is just there watching something else. So I always pictured Sean's room as just his office, but no, is that his front room and his poor wife is trying to watch TV? He's yelling promos all the time.
Because I think he's got 5 TVs set up in his office to watch various different things at the same time, because he's a machine.
Yeah.
Jay John, you're right. I have been building a lot because I got an IKEA order through. So, and I've actually got I've got a shelf that I need to build. That's to build tomorrow. That's my task for tomorrow. And then I'm going to put up some shelves, and I've got a mirror to hang. I'm so excited. I love it. I love doing a bit of DIY. It genuinely is one of my favorite things in the world to do, is to get my tools out and build some stuff. Great fun. Zach M has donated $100. Said, looking forward to your review of Raw tomorrow, hopefully with less eyebrows. I mean, Zach, the eyebrows will be coming off on Quizzlemania, so they will be there tomorrow. But that also means we're now at £19,125. It's like £875 to go.
How is Bob Odenkirk in so many things on WWE?
Is that a WWE star in it?
I don't think it's a parody. I love Odenkirk. I was watching, unfortunately, a new episode of The Simpsons, and his name popped up as an executive producer.
Oh yeah,
it made me think. Think less of Odenkirk. I wouldn't want my name attached to that.
Mate, look at this lineup: Bob Odenkirk, Connie Nielsen, Christopher Lloyd, Michael Ironside.
Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah. Just see if there is anyone from WWE that's in it.
When the convention circuit starts back up again and we get a table in one of them, maybe I'll just say I'm Christopher Lloyd and charge a few bob for signings and photos. Be a nice little earner.
Me and Blair are working on this for when. I mean, I don't know whether this will be like for if we're going to do the convention circuit, but when I get to go back to conventions, we're working on a cosplay for me. Something I've wanted to do for we're working on it together. Something I've wanted to do for years. We're going to do a custom Dr. Robotnik outfit for me.
Cool. Blair's so good at cosplay.
Isn't she?
I know, because I get the invoices for the materials through. I'm like, I didn't know it took this much to build these things. Bloody hell. It's quite an art.
Karen's on said, is there a lineup for Quizlemania? It sure is. It's me versus Ollie versus Pete versus champion Sean. The boys are back together. Like, it's like almost like an OG lineup. Really excited to be back on Quizlemania.
Well, it's the Quizlemania after WrestleMania. It's a new season.
Sorry, there's been another $100 donation from Wesley to say, love you, everything you guys do. Glad to be able to help an awesome cause. We are now at £19,321. We are getting there, guys. We are getting there.
I was going to say, not only is that the lineup, but history making. I will be the first ever competing and shaving. I hope I win. I hope it's an untrivia based one, because then I can be your defending, competing, shaving champion.
Also, if you needed another reason to watch, Sean has promised a new gimmick, and I'm sure.
So, all little peek behind the curtain. By the way, Asuka versus Rhea started. They are going at each other with these fisticuffs. Little peek behind the curtain. Doing any sort of prize giveaway is a nightmare. That's why we don't do many, but they're usually pretty effective. And of course, this whole thing, Manscaped. Anyone who donates over £20 or more is entered into a prize draw where they get either there's two Manscaped perfect packages up for grabs, and also a year's subscription to Beer 52. Thank you so much to Manscaped and Beer 52 for those. And I like my Wednesday, I've got a lot of time on Wednesday put aside for just figuring out how that logistically works. And then Sean has chucked in the Grado Sean thing.
But we've got those sorted, though, because we've got the contact details for those people. That's down to Sean. That's not on us.
There's two people. I know it's Sean, but
that's
I need to be across that.
I'll tell you what, I'll take that one off your hands. I'll be across that. You can just focus on the Manscaped and Beer 52 thing. I'll make sure that they get their great O'Shawn gimmicks.
Just a thing on the Charlotte Flair promo. We didn't talk about it. I'm just sort of writing my notes still. When she ran down that list, she ended on Alexa Bliss. And we always thought that was the direction for WrestleMania. Bliss wins the title from Asuka. Oh, there's a sudden break.
Ad break.
As Raw rolls on.
You often forget with American TV, God, there's a lot of ad breaks. So many ad breaks in American shows. It's nuts.
Too many ad breaks legally for the UK. I've said this before. This used to be my job. I would take the feed from ESPN in America and put it actually through BT Sport. So it was actually for BT Sport when they were in a different playout thing. Weirdly, our offices at WrestleTalk are in Hackney Wick, and BT Sport followed me there and set up their massive office just across the canal. It's like a 2-minute walk from our office when we return. And the problem is, in the UK, there are limits based on how many adverts you can play in an hour. It's capped out at 12, and you can only do it 3 times. So it's 3 breaks of 4 minutes. And I know what you're thinking, but wait, there's like 4 ad breaks an hour. You're correct. But one of those ad breaks will be dominated by promos. They don't count as ad breaks. They're like for the channel. So they're promoting other shows that are coming up. You cannot get... The fines are so enormous. It's a really, really well-regulated system. But America has no such regulation. It's just like adverts, as much as they can get away with. And it means like you just have to... I think there's like an actual exemption for things that are being taken from the US where you are allowed to split up the ad breaks more. So you spread out commercial paid content. But if it goes awry, like I used to do a lot of baseball, and those can just go on forever, which is such a huge problem here. Because you could, like, if you miss time, it comes down to frames. If you miss time a frame and you put in a frame extra of an ad break in an hour and it goes over the limit, hundreds of thousands of pounds is the fine.
Yeah. I don't know if this will become as a bit of a surprise to our American viewers, but product placements on like talk shows and stuff only came into the UK about 5 years ago. Like 5 years ago, there was this big thing was like, we're now allowing product placements to like Sunday Brunch now has product placement on their things, and This Morning will do as well. But that was like really, really recent history. Because our advertising laws are very, very strict on what they are told to us.
And rightfully so. YouTube does it as well now. We are very upfront when an episode is sponsored. There's a box you tick. It tells everyone. And yeah, like all social media platforms eventually do it as well because regulators catch up with them, and it's the right thing to do. You flag stuff as sponsored content. We're coming back.
I just wanted to give a little update as well. 19,592 £. We have had some huge donations that have come in as of recently. Daniel Berry with $100 donation, longtime watcher and listener, been here since day one. Ollie, thank you all so much for what you guys do. Thank you for always having great content to watch and listen to. God, you guys are the best. We love every single one of you. We've got loads of more donations to read out as well, which we'll do in the next ad break. I mean, actually, by the next ad break, we might have actually reached our target because we are getting close. We come back from the ad break, and Rhea Ripley is kind of kicking ass at the moment. She is taking names. Asuka is going to be looking to make a comeback at some point.
So Rhea's the heel.
Oh yeah, she was booed when she got introduced, and like when she posed with the belt, she was booed. Like, well, I say she was booed. They piped in boos.
But this is now a storyline, I'd say. Everything before WrestleMania felt like just two people awkwardly moved into a dance. This is like me trying to get a last dance from the other girl who hasn't got anyone to dance with at the year 7 disco. But now this feels like a feud. Because something has happened of substance. There's been a title change there. I like the opening of the match. I thought it had a lot of fire.
Also, I'm just to tease everyone, just to make sure that everyone does stick around to watch this live stream. I got sent a DM the other day by someone I went to school with. My very first girlfriend, in fact, like way back when. Her mum was going through some old photos, and she found a photo of us doing a school play from 1997. So I'm like 11 years old when I played the lead, and I've got the photo, and I will share that photo with everyone.
What was the play?
It was an updated version of Cinderella, like in a modern day, where I was playing Prince.
Cinderella.
I was playing, so it wasn't Prince Charming. I was a music star called Prince.
Oh god!
And I did. It was 1997, and like we were trying to remember whether she was called Cindy or Ella. It was something like that. But
that's so bad. What was it about? Like, there's like quite big business in playwrights writing plays for distribution around schools, because you actually get a lot of money for licensing those out. And we had one at my school that was a kid's version of the Rocky Horror Show. The Rocky Horror Picture Show. Yeah, I know. I didn't know what that was at the time.
No, that's crazy.
But it plays to the parents. It's like that Pixar trick of the kids don't know what's going on, and the pop culture references appeal to, the generation that birthed them, who will come along and watch it. So it's a weird that must have been like the same kind of strain.
And so I think the original plan was for me to do a dance, because I did a dance on stage to a Prince track. But do you know what was popular at the time? Space Jam. So we got it changed to the Quad City DJs Space Jam, and that was we did a dance to that. That was like me, and like I was flanked by 4 other kids from my year, and they were like my troupe. Mate, you should see the costume I'm in.
Oh god, I can't wait. What do you think of the Space Jam trailer? We haven't talked about it.
You mean the trailer for Ready Player 2?
Very good.
Thanks.
It is, isn't it? I didn't think of that with all the worlds, the pop culture worlds.
Yeah.
I'd say they should really Ernest Cline. Is it Ernest Cline?
Ernest Cline, yeah.
Ernest Cline should sue them, but I'm sure he's got the exact same amount of lawsuits against him for copyright usage.
Match sort of fell apart for a little bit then. Oh my god! What a hell of a Samoan drop. Was it a Samoan drop? Was it a reversal?
Like a reversal from Asuka, like a weird crucifix pile driver.
Yeah, it was like and then
Asuka's getting the pin there.
Yeah, Asuka
straight into armbar.
People are seeing the chat's quite down on this match because they kind of like fell apart a little bit just before then as well. So this match is sort of like had a bit of a real dip, which is a shame because they're working hard and they're really good. Asuka's nearly got the Asuka lock on though. I feel like Corey Graves is doing a lot of heavy lifting on commentary tonight.
Good point. I mean, I love Byron, but he is, he's optimal for certain things, which means he's suboptimal for the rest of the stuff. And yeah, Venk is Viking Express.
All right, Rhea's back on top again. She's lifting her up onto her shoulders. One-winged angel time.
You didn't. I don't know if you saw this. I don't know if you saw this because we were talking, but a graphic in the bottom right did fire up earlier, advertising Bobby Lashley's almighty address tonight. So it's got to be a open challenge or some form of challenge.
Got to be, right? When is Backlash? Like, how long is it away?
It's like it's a 5-week build.
Is it really? Bloody hell.
Which after this weekend, I'm quite thankful for.
I'm bloody thrilled about. I'm actually delighted by that.
Oh, they're on the apron again. This is a nice reference to that match last night where we hit the DDT off the apron.
As the hip attack into the post. Oh, yeah, she's going for that DDT again. Oh, whoa.
Oh, onto the apron.
That was a brilliant DDT on the apron. That rocked.
I've got to say, I'm enjoying this match more than the Mania match. I don't know if it's an expectations thing or if this match is actually better.
Oh, no, man. They had to pause for so long there to wait for Charlotte to come down for the DQ. And it looked like Charlotte was late because she was trying to run in heels. So she's taking her heels off now. Yeah, Flair caused the DQ. That's a real shame. Oh, smelly foot to the face. Gross.
I read an article over the weekend, which was a female journalist who interviewed the person who kept putting pictures of her feet up on Wiki Feet. And the guy was just like, yeah, just like feet. There's nothing wrong with it. And she was like, don't you think it's a sort of invasion of privacy that you're going through my stuff and putting those pictures up? He's like, but you're putting them on Instagram. I don't get what the problem is. So now whenever I see feet on TV, I'm like, well, those are ending up in a masturbatory bank for someone, aren't they? she now Matt Riddle? Is she female Matt Riddle now?
Oh, she's doing the crying face and everything.
Wow.
Triple threat at
I
Mania.
was
I was about to say Mania, but triple threat at Backlash there.
I cannot honestly believe I said out loud, I'm actually enjoying this match more than their Mania one, like 10 seconds before this happened. It's Raw. Raw DQ's on after the break.
Oh, guys, we are at 19,783 pounds. 220 quid to go. Guys, lads, ladies, love you all.
I think I might need to get another beer. These are strong. I've actually been putting these off until the last night because they were strong. 6.5 this one.
Crikey. No wonder I felt really woozy after last night's stream.
Here we go. Ms. Morrison and Maurice. He looks so dejected by that Bad Bunny defeat.
Oh, it looks like we're breaking up Ms. and Morrison. So we're getting an Alexa's Playground separate to the Firefly Funhouse.
He looked the wrong way for Morrison. Morrison walked off in the wrong direction just then.
Well, he didn't
I
see
thought
where
he
they
was
went.
signaling to someone else.
He didn't see where they went. But yeah, WWE, I mean, it looks like, they're breaking up Miz and Morrison as an act, which I'm all for because I think Morrison is a superb single star.
Yeah, but
so let's see.
Superb single star does not mean WWE will do anything with you.
I'm very curious to see this Alexa Bliss promo because I've had quite a few people call me an idiot since our review went up, being like, guys, they are star-crossed lovers. They're reaching out to each other in love. That's what the ending of the match was. So I'm curious to see if they're right or if I am actually wrong.
I really usually I become a lot more sensitive to where we fall in the overall opinion these days. But honestly, the response to the Fiend Bliss thing is the most overwhelmingly negative that I've seen for a year. So
you should have gone on Twitter, mate. They bloody loved it there.
Nope. Do not go on Twitter. Look, live your life by that John Moxley interview from a few months ago. No one ever went on Twitter and went, I feel better after that. No one. Toxic place, honestly.
Do you want to see that photo of me?
Yes. I thought you were going to save it for a bit.
Oh, I will save it. Do you know what? I'm just going to flash it up.
It's the main event. It's the main event of the second hour.
Okay, main event in the second hour. I'm just going to quickly flash it up on screen.
People can screenshot that.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. In fact, I'll just
keep
screenshot
them
this.
Keen.
I'll just flash this up instead.
Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?
Okay, let's get through some of your donations. Brandon Rosen has said, how long do you guys give Rhea Ripley's title reign now that Charlotte Flair is back? Probably until Backlash. Robert C. said, donated night one for the cause and said the hair was just a bonus. Tonight, I cannot deny, I want the eyebrows. Max with a €100 donation saying, thanks for all the content. Happy to give to good causes. Calm as well as smooth Ollie. Patrick Cooper, bye-bye eyebrows, Mr. Ollie Davis. Also, Luke, I watched Godzilla vs. King Kong with my son. He has an obsession with Godzilla now. Have you seen the film? Oh, I have. And oh, I very much enjoyed it. Oh, it was everything I wanted and more. Loved it.
I am actually, because I get to choose the movie post-night shift, I'm doing it tomorrow after the Raw review podcast. Domino's Pizza, Godzilla vs. Kong. Looking forward to it.
I also watched.
I've heard there's Oh yeah, what did you think?
Really enjoy. It's very charming. Really, really fun. Actually, yeah, I
really sweet.
Sorry,
I like the spin on the Groundhog Day trope they did. J.K. Simmons as well. He's in everything right now.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I've heard there's a shot in Godzilla versus Kong. Like it's got there's some quite beautiful abstract imagery in this multi-million-pound blockbuster thing, where Kong is like the worlds are reversed because there's the below, so you've got the upside down world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
that sounds beautiful. Sounds stunning.
Yeah. Oh, it's gorgeous. Adam Wingard is a very, very pretty director. It's like the opposite of Zack Snyder, where everything's really muted and grey and a bit dull. Adam Wingard is quite vibrant and colourful. Also, I was just going to do a little quick tease again for that image that I'm going to share at the top of hour 2. Oh, look at that one right there.
What?
19,992 with £8 off. Oh, Davis.
I mean, just like we can all stop now. Look, what you're seeing right now, you can't see my surprise.
It's happened. It's already there. It's already there. Oh my God. Hold on. Guys. I've got the screenshot. I've got it. Where is it? There. Oh, Davis, you didn't think they would do it, but they did. They did. £20,000 raised for Calm. £20,000. My breath. Mandy Rose talking about trending on Twitter by falling over, and now they're beating up Nia Jax, which means Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke versus Jackson Baszler, part 6.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, I'm genuinely out of breath.
Nia Jax just no-sold that beat down.
Well, of course she did.
Oh God.
Here we go. Here's Alexa's playground.
I forgot the playground isn't as good. She's looking at pain. This is a corsety top, isn't
She
it?
did turn. She did turn on him. Creepy puppet.
That is creepy.
So there you go, everyone. Alexa did turn on the Fiend, and now she is the heel in this. And they broke the act up.
It's interesting because I was surprised that no one else ran with that.
The puppet came alive and did a little like...
I was surprised no one else ran with, Bliss turns on Fiend. I thought, when I watched it, I thought that was quite clear. Yeah. Well, I don't know how you do a Bliss Fiend match. I guess if it's a Firefly Funhouse one. Mm-hmm. To what end is this? Randy's got to be pissed, surely. He's the one that usually gets to hit finishing moves on women.
Maurice. Okay, here we go. Miz TV with Maurice. Yeah, people don't seem to be getting massively over with it in the chat. That was dumb. That was lame. It was cool until the puppet to this company. Dumb that. What? I'm done with this storyline. I still don't get it. There's nowhere for this to go. Absolutely love that. Yeah. So I would say that it's mostly negative, the reaction to that.
But they're star-crossed lovers, right? That's the thing I got from that promo.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a petty person. I'm really not. but I will read the message that I got sent earlier. which was essentially, how can you not say this is exactly direct quote. This is exactly why you're wrong. They're reaching out to each other like lovers reunited. Why you guys hate this is beyond me.
I also, so it wasn't just that one, but I've seen a lot of people describe it as lovers reunited. I never saw the Sister Abigail Fiend Bray Wyatt relationship as lovers.
No.
So people are projecting so much onto that. I don't know how you can be certain about anything when it comes to WWE, particularly the storyline, to the extent where you start calling other people massively wrong.
Well, we had a Patreon mailbag in a couple of weeks ago, which I found to be quite awesome. Actually, I really liked it. The person who messaged it is he's sent in quite a lot of messages talking about how he's a massive fan of Alexa Bliss and he loves everything that Bliss has done. So he is sort of unequivocally enjoying this storyline, right? But the message he sent was I don't know why people are surprised that Alexa Bliss is a magical character. She's always been a magical character. In NXT, she was a pixie. Then she was the goddess. And it was she's always been a magical being. So it's actually a very logical transition for her then to be a spooky magical character. And it's
100% logical.
I appreciate that effort. I really do. I it's people filling the blanks really in on the story itself.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how people will react to that if their main defense of the Mania finish was, but awesome. They are star-crossed lovers. And it's quite explicit now that no, this act that everyone loves are breaking up. Like I said, if those people will turn on it, or more likely, if they'll double down on it when they realize they're wrong.
But yes, very much maybe. I'm surprised that WWE have broken the act up so soon, though. It really feels like the act never got a chance to get going before they've broken them up. I mean, maybe that's the WWE way, I guess, but I think there was still some room to go with them as an act before splitting them up. Right. Well, I mean, let's read out some more of your donations. Oh, by the way, we passed £20,000 for charity. We've actually exceeded it even more. We're at 20,191. We're at 201% of our original target. Max Wallen said, thanks for all the great content. Happy to give to a good cause. Calm as well as smooth. Ollie, that was 100 years. I think I've already read that one, actually. Taylor the Con Man Con. Can't wait for Mr. Davis to cut a Batista-style "You People" promo due to his impending bald face. Jam that jam. Mr. Davis, peen that peen. Juan Villa, I'm sorry, Ollie, but you're handsome enough to get laid with or without your eyebrows. You guys are the best. Willie Singleton with a $50 donation said, can't wait to see Smooth Davis. Your response?
Smooth Davis, yeah, well, it's happening now. Well done, everyone. My lady partner did say earlier today that she's been thinking about the eyebrows thing, and she was like, you know what, like the drag queens on RuPaul's Drag Race don't look that bad without eyebrows, because of course they have to have their eyebrows shaved because they draw them on so much. I thought, oh no, I am being castrated in her head right now.
Also, I just wanted to point out as well, I only found this out because Sean messaged me about it. But because we're not listening to the commentary team was surprised to see Maurice.
I need a toilet break.
Okay. I will recap the Miz thing when you get back. So Miz is saying, if you're not watching along, Miz said that he is the most talked about person. Piped in pop for Maurice. There you go. Here to plug Miz and Mrs. It's called Miz and Mrs., isn't it? Oh, Morrison wants to be part of a spin-off. Nice little plug there. Excellent. Is anyone watching this show? Is anyone going to be watching? Not this show, obviously. Miz and Mrs. I mean. Is anyone going to be enjoying it? Don't know. It's not really for me, I don't think. But we're not watching that when we hit 50 grand, or 50,000 subscribers, rather. We're going to be doing Attitude Era pay-per-views by the looks of it. So Miz is taking credit for Bad Bunny's meteoric rise to fame in the wrestling world.
I feel like I did a bit of a Mike Wozniak run there.
It was a bit Mike Wozniak. So just to keep you up.
I've had my...
Oh, okay.
beer52.com/WrestleTalk. Get your case of 8 free craft beers. UK viewers only. I think Morrison really, really is very good at comedy.
Yeah.
Oh, God, so much to dive into with the Bliss and the Charlotte things.
Who's coming out now? Oh, here comes Priest. Probably a Bad Bunny, though. He's getting ready for his tour next year.
Mm-hmm. You see what I said in my review? It's gone back to his home planet.
His home planet. I have to go now. My planet needs me. This is 4 people out on the stage now putting over the person that isn't there.
And isn't coming back.
Isn't he great?
When the other characters aren't on screen, they should be asking, "Where's Poochie?"
It's a great point, Miz. Where is Damian Priest headline?
Mm-hmm,
No one's talking about him. Please don't continue this feud.
I can't believe the eyebrows are going. How am I going to express emotion? It's so much in the brows.
So
I used to practice the Rock's eyebrow in the mirror.
Miz has just challenged into a match. Even though Priest has actually beaten both of them in singles matches already. Looks like we're going to get a handicap match. WWE's favorite thing to do at the moment. He's accepted the match. He's coming down for it right now.
I mean, like, usually the main roster makes people sound worse than NXT in just the general scripting of promos. Mm-hmm. Priest's actual voice isn't as cool. It's like, no, go out there and talk normally. Don't do that awesome, gruff, godlike voice you have.
Yeah.
Oh, I nearly swore then.
You can, mate. You can have your one.
Nope, I'm not having my one. Everyone else had my ones.
Oh, I feel so bad. Like every time I accidentally drop a swear, and it's not on purpose. You look so upset with all of us. I feel like I let you down.
It's not upset. Not upset. I'm disappointed. No one likes swearing.
It's not cool. It's not big, as my mum would say. It's not big and it's not clever.
Mm-hmm.
Al1129. Hello. Like, this is fun. So he's written, hello, that's WrestleTalk show, but it's WRAEW Soul Talk.
Nice.
Like, remember that? The bias is real. Don't worry, Mr. Kawaii Davis. I've donated negative £19,000 to save your hair and eyebrows. Love you guys. I'm afraid he didn't know. He actually donated $12
I get to stick it back on.
Maluas said, I've had the worst year in my life so far. Somehow you were the few things that kept me together. Thank you so much. Ollie's definitely not getting laid. Joshua Wilding says, third donation in as many days. Love the streams and those eyebrows. Well, na 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 na. Hey, 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 goodbye. Also, Luke, when will Jack Howard be on Cinemania? Dude is a movie buff. The lineup for Cinemania, the next one, is already in the works, and it's a pretty great lineup. Taylor the Con Man Con back again to say, can't wait for Mr. Davis to cut that Batista style promo. Kelsey Seymour, thanks for all the great content this year. It's really helped me stay positive. Now, let's get those eyebrows. Jay Mason with a £50 donation. Hope this helps those who need mind the most and calm. Enjoy the content you guys provide. Keep it up. Jam that jam. All Hail Negative One donated $50 to say, if he is smooth or rough, Mr. Davis is still the most kawaii content creator in all of wrestling. Thanks for helping me not only get back into wrestling, but help me through a dark time. Jam that jam. Speaking of kawaii content creators and people who claim to be the cutest, did you see that Alex is a thumbnail on the WWE Network?
She's sold out. That's not a kawaii move.
I'm so happy for her. I'm just so thrilled. She was legit in studio on a WWE show. It's amazing.
Really? Is that on WWE official YouTube channel?
No, it was on the network.
Oh wow, that is cool. Oh, good on her.
Jack Wolf has donated to say, how many brows are there? None. Oily Davis.
Very good.
Sorry, you were going to say something then, mate.
No, I was just trying because I was jumping around in my notes. I was focusing on the Bliss stuff. Why did Shayna Baszler leave Nia Jax alone?
Oh, I don't know. I was dancing. I missed that bit. So I missed a lot of the Mandy Rose segment. I just heard her talking about Twitter or something.
They just walked off. Shayna just walked off in what was obviously some kind of ambush.
Oh, here we go. Here's that Bad Bunny promo again. You did amazing at WrestleMania.
Calls the truck Uber. So is that
I have
his
to
thing?
go now.
My
planet needs me.
He just skyves lifts off of logistics deliveries.
Off of Optimus Prime.
Yeah. What is 2032?
Oh, I think you said it right. It was Saudi Arabia's next goal.
You know, the revised Vision Fund, yeah.
Yeah.
2032 Bad Bunny. Let's see what it is.
Miz is wearing shoes and no socks. What a heel.
I've resisted the shoes no socks thing with the ankle exposed for quite some time, but I want to get some. I'm at the age now where I need some fancy loafers for the summer, and you have to wear loafers in that way.
I just think it looks very silly. I mean, I'm not a stylish man, as anyone can see, but I think shoes and no socks is really, really quite terrible. But then again, I will say, though, I hate wearing shoes, like dress shoes or suit shoes. Hate it. That's why at my wedding I wore trainers, because I hate wearing shoes. So I had 2 requests for my wedding. One, I get driven to the venue with my groomsmen in an Ecto 1. 2, I get to wear shoes. I get to wear trainers rather than shoes. Didn't get the Ecto 1. It was far too expensive. But I did get to wear Converse trainers because I hate wearing shoes.
I was going to say, I was like, it wasn't an EXO one.
It wasn't the Ecto 1, no. We were in a very cool car. We were in like a
that was cool.
Dad's friend car from the 50s, but it was not the Ecto 1 because it was so expensive. You not happy to see Damian Priest wrestling Miz and Morrison again?
It's more my brows.
Oh, right.
What do you make of Louis versus Fakador for Backlash?
It was not the match I was expecting. Really, really
I'm
wasn't.
glad,
I thought Tempest was going to get the Kofi story, and he bollocksed it in the first round.
Yeah. I forgot about Louis' good money predictions. You know, he almost hustled us all by doing such an overtly wrong good money prediction based on his sources. No, he does have sources.
Yeah. I think Louis is an incredible worker, particularly in that Big E Apollo Crews match, where he's like, "Oh, I just absolutely no idea what's going to happen in this." And by the end of the match, was like, "Oh no, I totally knew what was happening. Like I totally knew the result of that match."
Yeah, good point, because he knew about the PW Insider report.
Exactly. He knew that Apollo Crews was retaining.
I bet he knew.
He was like,
I bet he knew Reigns. I bet he knew Reigns.
Yeah. I think he knew more than he was letting on in a lot of that. But he's such a good worker. He plays oh no, I'm just really good at guessing.
We could be approaching the era of Nugget, the gold rush.
The gold rush. Because it is probably going to be Fakador's hardest challenge, right? Someone who's got legit insider information.
Yeah.
But pretends he doesn't.
Yeah, I was like, when me and Louis first had, it's stunning. It was only last year, really, a little over a year ago, that me and Louis had the conversation where I was like, I want you to be the guy. Let's start like getting our own reports. And he was like, cool. And he's done such an amazing job of it. But he has mostly used it for winning Wrestle League. And now he's going for the championship.
Sometimes you've got to use your sources for the greater good. And that greater good is winning a winged eagle.
It's Louis on top.
We did say like Louis got his own show. Like that's the other thing that we've given
his own channel.
Legit his own channel and his own show. But he often does say like, when can I come on other streams?
He's hungry. He's tickling my brass knucks, is what he's doing. Brass knucks? Brass rings.
Brass rings.
Priest versus Morrison. Yes, frickin' please.
Mm-hmm. The chat is also saying that Blompier should get a rematch because it was, judge's decision in the end.
I love that story. Blompier didn't lose.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Let's hit the
the
lights.
championship. The championship is by and large a shoot, and it's a really exciting story. There's a lot of possibilities coming out of Mania, and back jam is what is going to be Louis versus Fakador. I guess Adam's next chance to do it is a jam in the jar.
Mm.
I don't know how we're going to do a jam in the jar yet, but
we'll do it as a ladder match.
That is something that I guess randomly allocate the numbers.
Hang on. Priest has just got pinned by Miz in his pants, in his underwear. So if you're not watching this stream, because we were talking about much more important things, Damian Priest hit the lights on Morrison, who then rolled to the outside. Maurice stopped him doing it to Miz. Priest then started to undress Miz. So Miz is now in his underwear. And then Miz rolled up Priest and put his feet on the ropes to pin him. So undoing all of the work that you did at WrestleMania by essentially just restarting the feud. That is bullshit. I'll have my one. That's rubbish.
That was incredibly bad.
No wonder Bad Bunny went home. Because I can't be part of this. This is rubbish.
God, this show is just one load of crap to another, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you know there's still 90 minutes left?
No! I was hoping they'd replay why Shayna just walked off.
I can't believe we're getting Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke versus Jackson Baszler again.
Dana Brooke was right there. And look, Nia just does nothing.
Yep, she gets back up. And now she's mean and angry.
She who sells last. She who sells last sells shortest. With Nia.
Apparently, Nia told Shayna to leave. That's why Shayna walked away.
Such lazy storytelling. We can't have Shayna here for this bit because we need them to beat down Nia. Just ask her to leave. Cool, yeah, that works.
Yeah, that works, yeah. We'll write that down for now, and maybe we'll come up with a better idea later.
Oh, did you fix that thing? Because we're going to do the bit in 2 minutes. No, we didn't. Let's just do the thing that we wrote down as a placeholding idea.
They've now got matching sunglasses. They're the best of friends. I can't believe we're getting this match again. I'm a broken record. I know I'm a broken record. I know I'm an old man yelling at clouds. But they lost to them in October. They lost in November. They lost in December. They lost in January. They lost in March. Why should I care about them fighting them again? Why? Why on earth could I possibly care about this?
WWE are doing a better job building up that Bob Odenkirk movie.
I want to see it.
Yeah, I want to see it. It's called Nobody. And having nobody in the bottom left of this WrestleMania 2009 flashback now is making me think of the meme. Nobody. Absolutely nobody. Here's Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke versus Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. This feels so good, by the way. Did you just do this for like ages when you shaved your head?
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, someone has just answered my question and have actually put it particularly well. Remember, 7 times the charm. Just ask Apollo.
Yeah, they're going to get an even taller blonde person joining them to finally help them win.
We've got some more of your donations. Dwayne, not the Gronk Cooley, with $100 donation. I would never donate to help Miss Davis not get laid. Here's to your goal to become a smooth Ollie. P.S. Maybe Megan will take you back for your generous donations. Lepra said, just imagine if Becky comes back to fight Maurice because she's also a mum now. Oh, and also bye-bye eyebrows. We should just call them bye-brows now. Jay Gupta, last week had been special. Thanks for lifting me up last year when I lost my job. Got back on my feet a couple of months ago. This is my way of giving back. I love everyone at WrestleTalk. Jam that jam, support each other. Thank you so much, Jay. John Marth said, ooh, I'm Ollie from England. My life isn't ruined by student debt. I can go to the hospital in an ambulance instead of an Uber, and my TV has a reasonable ad time. You know what? F your eyebrows. Jam that jam.
Yeah, and I'm happy about it. Here I am with the NHS, with a really good Ofcom. What else have we got? We've got a great vaccine rollout. World-beating.
Oh, yeah. I want to get that framed. That might be my favorite donation of the whole weekend.
And you know what? Let's bring it more local. I love the pedestrianisation of loads of back streets in my area. Oh yes, London, I'm going there. The most divisive thing in England right now. Make like pedestrianising back streets to shift more traffic onto main roads. I'm for it. Oh, I'm for it. Because I like to walk around those areas. It's much nicer now.
What do you think about the pedestrianisation of Norwich City Centre? I'm all for it. Although I think it restricts the route to Dixon's. Anonymous donated $50 to say, been a fan since I stumbled across this channel in its TV days. And honor of those years of entertainment, I'm afraid the eyebrows must go. Mike and Nab said, my biggest flex is having more hair on my legs than that manscaping Tory twat Davis. But in all seriousness, with a sister who struggles with depression, I can't thank you guys enough. Sean Cartier, thank you guys so much for the week of entertainment and laughs. It's been fun. Big fan of all your channels and the whole team. You seem like such lovely people. P.S. Sully for WrestleTalk.
Have you seen the sketch? I watched it today.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so funny, honestly.
What a talent. What a talent he is.
What? Yeah, he cracks me up. He is Wozniak. He's our Wozniak.
That's the.
I've just found out he's a wrestler.
Yeah, that's so quiet.
As well. Yeah.
Adam just casually in a meeting was like, "Oh, you know, Sully's a wrestling fan, right?" We're like, "No."
I've written it down to pitch it later this week to everyone. I want a Laurie, Adam, and Sully wrestling sketch on PFK. I don't know why we haven't done wrestling sketches. Obviously, wrestle sketch, but an acted one.
Yeah. Oh, that's such a good idea.
Would people like to see that? We can live road test some ideas here.
Yeah. Okay. So this is what we're going to ask. So let us know in the chats. Just say yes or no. Do you want to see wrestling-based sketches with Adam, Laurie, and Sully? I'm saying yes.
Yeah.
Everyone's just caught up with us that Sully's a wrestling fan. I'm delighted to hear that news.
That's how they met.
Yeah.
I thought they were friends going back to acting and improv days, but no, it's Sully sort of met Adam because he was a fan of Adam.
Yeah.
So something else the chat is suggesting is a 3-way for back jam.
Oh, what Adam, Louis,
because
and
Adam
Laurie
didn't lose. He's got an argument for it.
Mm-hmm.
Do we need a general manager? Should I get Grado on the phone?
He's not busy.
Getting a WhatsApp back from Grado. Well, for me at least, it's like pulling teeth, and I'll get a voice message, and it'll be incomprehensible. What a guy, though.
What a guy. I mean, everyone seems to be really into the idea of more Sully, so I think we might be onto a bit of a winner there.
Yeah, I agree.
Teddy Burns said, "Sorry about your eyebrows, Dr. Davis, but I can make you dance. But I make you dance like you made Chopper dance." Gerard said with a $50 donation, "As someone who has had his share of issues with mental health, always happy to help the cause. Your stream's been a great enjoyment during this difficult time. Jam that jam. Go get some sleep after Raw."
Yeah, but then I'm up 2.5 hours later to film the news.
Yeah, we've got to get up and do the news in the morning, yeah.
It's not been as bad as I thought it would be, to be honest. I've had a lot of fun. Of course, I hate everyone. You're making me shave my entire face now. But the beard? Is the beard going to make it look weird?
Well, I mean, Laurie.
Yeah, but Laurie has eyebrows.
Yeah, but I don't know. He's got quite faint eyebrows. He himself would say he's only got half of eyebrows.
I cannot believe this is on the Raw after Mania.
Yeah, it really is on the Raw after Mania. They're working over Dana Brooke.
How do they fill the Thunderdome every week? I don't understand.
So Shayna, I don't know if you saw this, but Shayna kicked or kneed Natalia so hard that she like forced a tooth into her lip and like busted her lip open and stuff.
Wow.
And like going with the same thing she did with Asuka when she kicked the teeth out. And Shayna said they should call me the dentist. And everyone was like, "That's not what dentists do." Dentist fix teeth, you idiot.
That's very good. Shayna versus Baker confirmed, though.
Yeah.
Oh, elbow drop.
So, is it Venk? We're calling him Venk? That's his name, right?
Sure. Venkman.
He just said, like a pendulum, this match has swung in one direction. Yeah. Bit of a thinker, that one.
You know, it's his first night. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe this poor guy has gone through his entire life with a broken clock or like a broken pendulum, and he thinks that's a normal saying. When he hears like a pendulum, he's like, "Oh, what? Like the broken pendulum that only swings one way and has stayed fixed there." It's sad.
Although Jeremy says, I mean, it does swing in one direction for a moment. Like,
Swaff Nation, I have had a private message from the number one contender to the Jam That Championship, Louis Nugget Dangor, saying, "I refuse to take part in a three-way."
I was going to just vacate his number one contendership.
Yeah, so who should replace you, Louis? I don't know about that one because I like the idea of this being fuel for Adam's story later on.
We're going to get Shayna's reversed into the Kirifuda clutch.
What I'm worried, though, is that Louis would just pin both Adam and Laurie at the same time. It would actually make him stronger.
Yeah. Nia and Mandy are now getting into it.
He's just said, I mean, if it means I get on the Backlash stream, I'll do it. He says, "You are on the Backlash stream."
Oh no, Nia's just slipped. Nia slipped getting back into the ring. like Mandy did at Mania.
Was that a planned spot
Yeah.
after my
There's this
whole...
Wait, did the match end?
Referee's counting.
The referee's... Why are you leaving? What? What was that finish? What? I agree with Corey. Whoever it was just went, that was better than beating them. That was better than beating them. Saxton said it again.
That's one of the most infuriating things they've done all weekend. I'm including the Fiend versus Randy Orton.
What the actual smeg was that? So, if you're not watching the stream, if you're not watching Raw, Nia Jax made fun of Mandy Rose for falling over in her entrance at WrestleMania. So that started this match because Mandy Rose then slapped her and was like, we're going to have a fight instead. And then in the match, Nia Jax slipped up. And so she embarrassed herself. Then she got real mad. So Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke left and were like, it's not worth it. And then Byron Saxton said, it's better than beating them. What was that?
The crazy thing is I'm so far behind in my notes that I've now got to go back and write how both Miz and Morrison wanted to face Priest and how Miz ended up stripped to his pants and then beat Priest. And that is just so depressing to write. And then I've got to write this.
What was that? Like, why bother? Why even bother having matches? The wrestlers don't care about the outcomes. So why should I?
This is meant to be the episode where they make us all excited for the next year of WWE.
And it's somehow worse than the last 2 weeks of 1 out of 5 shows.
This is the reset. This is the bit where we're meant to be optimistic.
You're right. This is not going to do a good third hour. This is not going to do a good third hour.
It is the main event of the second hour. I think it's time. Let's get this picture up.
Someone just said then, well, at least they didn't get pinned.
No, they walked out of a match. Who said that? No, they're trolling you. They're trolling you. And they walked away in fear. No, we're okay with that. DBL_A 2020. Take a long, cold, hard look at yourself.
I like this one. Ha ha ha. Slipping and being embarrassed is hilarious. Vince McMahon, probably.
That Mandy Rose slip. Randy Orton dunked on her. They've based this storyline around it now. Oh my God. Why is a company so many things organically get over that the company doesn't run with? Why do they only run with the stuff that's embarrassing to people?
Where's the other person? Someone else just said then it's like it was about sending a message. What message did they send? They lost. They got beat.
If they wanted to send the message, they'd then get outside, throw Nia in, beat the crap out of her, and win. Oh my God. Come on, Luke, it's the end of the second hour. Let's have our second hour main event.
Okay, here is the second hour main event. I teased this earlier in the stream, but a friend of mine got in touch with me on through Twitter DM. She sent me a message because her mum was going through some old photos, and she found a photo of us as the leads in a school play that we did in 1997, so when I was 11 years old, where I played Prince Charming in a modern retelling of Cinderella, where I was a pop star. And I did a dance routine to the Quad City DJ's theme tune to Space Jam. There are some wonderful 90s, like genuine 90s attire in this photo I'm about to show. And it's just tremendous. But you're also going to see me in my outfit that I wore as the pop star Prince. Are you ready, Ollie?
I think it's offensive. I feel like this is like an old politician scandal where they went to a Halloween party dressed up in blackface. Wow.
So, yep, that's me there in the middle with my backwards cap, my sunglasses, and a vest.
Did every 90s school have the same wooden fold-out gymnasium pushed against the wall?
The climbing frame thing, yeah, totally.
I had that. Yeah,
that was our gym class. That was in the when we used to have assembly. That's my friend there next to me, the lead, in a very 90s outfit. The girl behind us, though, I can't remember who that is, but she's genuinely dressed like a Spice Girl. I'm pretty sure
it's Sporty Spice, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did a Spice Girls routine on that show. See, I'm about 11 years old in that photo.
So far, by the way, this is a genuine 1 out of 5 show.
Oh, yeah.
For a Raw after Mania, this is shocking.
Yeah.
Shocking. Oh, God.
Where do you have a license for those guns, Luke? And everyone's agreeing with the fact that they also had that climbing frame in their school. Also had that climbing thing.
So what is this almighty address with MVP?
We need something cool here. We need something to cure this show.
Come on. Let's have Cesaro versus Seth Rollins. The bit where we go, but from this point, it got really good.
The last hour of the show was great.
It's how you leave them, folks. Come on, Vince.
MVP putting over Drew McIntyre there. That's a really smart thing to do.
What if we get Drew on this show, or if he sells the defeat a bit?
Luke looks like a high school ordered a white wrapper off of Wish.
Beer52.com/WrestleTalk, folks. Get yourself a free case of 8 craft beers, UK viewers only. You're going to need it this year if this Raw's anything to go by. It's weird that I feel like, when we talk about wrestling, well, when I say this year, it's like, no, this year. It's just started and it ends next April.
Mm-hmm.
It's the wrestling year. It's the school year.
Hang on. Sorry, Nick Blues just said then, Luke was dressed as Blade. It was a year before Blade even came out, mate. I was a trendsetter.
You should be the guy trying to get cast, not that guy we see at conventions. Yeah.
Love that guy.
He was not ironic.
No, he was not. He genuinely was like, oh, I'm petitioning to get myself cast as the new Blade. Here comes Drew.
I am genuinely surprised a little person dressed as Drew hasn't come out here. Going by this Raw, I thought this would be what they had next.
Oh, that's good. It's a good line. He's such a good promo. He's going to get his rematch. So Drew is looking to set his sights back on the WWE Championship.
What did MVP come out to say, by the way? What was his address?
That Bobby won.
No reason to say that.
Oh, here comes Braun.
No.
Choo. Braun Strowman's coming out. At least he's not feuding with Shane anymore.
Yeah.
I'm taking that as a big W. I'll take that as a win.
I'm so down on this show now. Honestly, that Mandy Rose, Dana Brooke thing has... I think CM Punk could return right now. And I'll be like, this culture is unsavable.
But Ollie, they sent a message.
I'm going to have to do a lot of rewriting of my notes. There's a lot of swears.
Braun says that he should be walked into the right at the front of the line, front of the train tracks, if you will.
Last but not least, and
here comes Randy. Randy's not been written off TV. Randy's coming out to make... I wonder if we're going to get like a triple threat main event here.
Baron Corbin coming in.
He's not feuding with them anymore. That's really good to hear. Randy is moving past them. He's moving on with them.
Terrible feud that was. If it's done and dusted,
yep.
What a absolutely woeful feud that got no one over. Randy's really complex psychological character was derailed for like 7 months, and the Fiend lost twice. Shocking. Oh, I hate this. I hate WWE.
Oh. Adam Pearce is out. I can see where this is going. Triple threat. It's so awkward to call it WrestleMania Backlash because he literally said at our next pay-per-view, WrestleMania Backlash.
You feel like they're hoping some people will not read the entire phrase and go, oh my God, WrestleMania's on. And they'll tune in thinking it's WrestleMania, but it's actually WrestleMania ... Backlash.
So, yep, there we go. Three-way. It's actually WrestleMania Night 3.
What was Drew's good line that you said?
Oh, it's because he said that match was going to come down to three things: Claymore, Hurt Lock, and who makes the first mistake. And I'm man enough to admit I was the person that made the mistake. So we're getting New Day versus Elias and Riker next.
Jesus.
Make sure people do watch
Christ.
the third hour. Are you glad we stayed up for this, mate?
It's an interesting experience to watch Raw live with ad breaks with people. I always thought this would be a more forgiving experience, because we're watching it together. I'm having fun with you. Everyone else in the chat. It always makes things more enjoyable. It's like going to the pub with friends to watch something. A nicer experience. So I always thought if I lived in America and I watched Raw in real time every Monday night and I was chatting to people as it was going on, yes, I'd enjoy it more. No, it's crap. This is a crap 3 hours of TV. It was crap before Mania, consistently. Like, this is a show I would not watch as an adult. It's a show I wouldn't watch as a kid. This is a show made for nobody. Yet we all sit here and watch it. And yeah, I'm a big hypocrite. If Samoa Joe walks out in the main event, I'm going to be marking out, because there's something wrong with me. There's something wrong with all of us, in that we love wrestling so much and have grown up with WWE. We're in this weird abusive relationship where we let them off for things like that. We're just always so hopeful that they're going to turn a corner and do something good for a change, that Cesaro's going to get a push, the Riddle's going to get a push. None of this stuff happens ever. Yet we're still here in this sort of Sisyphean eternal struggle, always hoping that something's going to change and get better. It is utterly, utterly depressing.
I could not have put it better. Let's get into some of your donations. Thank you all so much for your donations on there. We have not just smashed our £20,000 goal. We've actually raised £20,397, 203% of our original target. So thank you all so much. Also, we've actually had a bit of an instruction here from our moderators to explain who Sully is, because some of the chat aren't aware of who Sully is.
Hey, rather than watch Raw next week, go watch No Rolls Bard's Board Game Club.
Go watch a Blood on the
3
Clock
times.
Tower. Watch a Blood on the Clock Tower episode. It's so much better than Raw. But No Roll, he's one of our characters, one of our contributors to No Rolls Bard, our board game channel. He's a really, really funny guy. Very, very funny actor. Izza Smith said, "Here comes."
Sorry. I've got to cut in. Oh no, that's not the one I wanted. Here we go from Nate FV. Ollie is right. This show is made for nobody. Starring Bob Odenkirk. I'm sorry, Nate. I'm taking this. I'm writing it in my notes.
Feel that. That's so good.
I'll credit you for a change. The show's made for nobody.
Oh my god, that really
That's
made
very
me laugh.
witty. Very well done.
Izza Smith, here comes bald browless Ollie. Great cause, and WrestleTalk pulled me back into wrestling in 2015, back when you both had hair. So proud to see the progress of the channel and great new additions. Emma said, thank you guys for everything you do. No thanks to Ollie's eyebrows, though. F those things. Clovis with a $50 donation said, hello, been watching when the t-shirts would fall down behind you. Love you all. Thank you for the support. Thank you for watching. Really, really appreciate that.
I know what you're saying. I did the same with my Baxter.
Well, everything's now a crappy, monotonous blur. Did anything happen between that Adam Pearce announcement and this?
No, it was an ad break.
Okay.
Are you caught up with your notes, are you?
Yeah, now I am. I hate.
Who do you think is going to win the main event?
Randy beat Fiend. Randy.
Yeah. I just
But that's heel versus heel.
I just noticed there Braun's got a bit of a black eye, which totally means that he definitely had a match with Shane McMahon. Sim Saint, wow, Luke, I almost played the prince in my 4th grade presentation of Cinderella. I had to learn to waltz. Mate, I did a banging dance routine to Space Jam that was taught to me by some of the cool girls. And because I was not one of the cool boys, that was like a really big thing to sort of like spending lunch breaks with them. And they taught me to do a dance.
Oh, yeah.
I did at one point, like they asked me for like some track suggestions. And I gave them, obviously, Quad City DJ, Space Jam, but I also gave them Charmless Man by Blur. Because I really like that song. And they were like, you can't dance to this. And I was like, yeah, fair enough.
Good song, though.
Good song, though.
And then that is how I would live the rest of my life. One of the biggest things, obviously, I would say the hierarchy of needs, for me personally, coming out of lockdown, is going to the pub after work with either you or my school friends. Then it's going to the pub at weekends and eating Sunday roasts in afternoons. Then it's wrestling shows and getting very drunk live there at Rev Pro. I cannot wait for that. Cinema is in there too. And then it is going to Feeling Gloomy, which is a club night that's been going for 15, 16 years, where they put on songs you cannot dance to. And you all just stand there in a room and listen to Belle and Sebastian and yell and cry. I once made I can't remember the name of the guy who organizes it, but I once pestered him so hard on my mate Graham's birthday. You know Graham.
Mm-hmm.
That they ended the night on Johnny Cash's Hurt. And he kept on. I know. And I was like, "Come on, man! It's my friend's birthday. It's our favorite song together." And he was like, "I know it's called Feeling Gloomy, mate, but I can't put that on. It's too much." And I was like, "It's my friend's birthday!" And I would just every 15 minutes I would shout it at him. And he had the last song, Lights Came Up, and then he played Hurt.
Whatever, my Swedish friend.
Swedish friend. Hurdy-gurdy.
My Swedish friend. When my wife went to our meeting for our life insurance when we were buying the house, and you basically have to talk about what will happen when your partner dies, right? And so it's an hour-long conversation about what's gonna happen when your partner dies and you have to take over the things, right? And we had a very sad meeting. We got into the car. Next song that came on our playlist was Johnny Cash's Hurt. My wife just burst into tears and she's never listened to the song again.
Not even the 9 Inch Nails version.
I think Elias did some stuff with the trumpets. Anyway, New Day coming out.
The guitar wasn't tuned, and somehow that meant the New Day had interfered. They look really gutted to have lost their tag team championships.
Yeah.
They lost the belts.
Yeah.
They lost the belts to one man, a Moss.
But they were disgraced.
Oh my God. This show is pissing me off in some new way. Maybe it's because I'm projecting and I'm actually very annoyed that the SWAF Nation raised over £20,000 for charity. and I have to shave my eyebrows.
Yeah. We've actually just been got in touch with just getting Nate FV, who made us really laugh with that Nobody Stone Bob Odenkirk thing. They're a musician and a chef. Oh, a chef.
Oh, for God's sake. I'm getting some water now. I've drunk all the beer.
I'll fill for time, don't worry. It looks like New Day aren't that bothered about losing the tag titles. I don't know if they're starting a feud here, or if they're just gonna just end this and just beat them quickly and then go back into a feud with AJ and Omos. Oh, now Elias has finally brought it up that they did lose the belts. So they just deflected.
Nobody knows what the hell they're doing. There's no story. There's no like consistent character thing. People are just yelling at each other. This show is an assault on brain cells.
Yeah.
Fucking sucks. There you go. There's my one.
However, I really like, and I haven't said this in any streams, I really like New Day's Mortal Kombat gear. As Sub-Zero and Scorpion and the Mortal Kombat logo with the unicorn horn. I think that's I think their gear is awesome. I haven't said that on the stream yet, so just wanted to get that out there. I think it's awesome. But this show is terrible. And I hate everyone involved. I hate everyone that is back. I hate everyone who wrote this show and made me watch it.
You consider Elias and Riker a tag team? You know, when you think of them together, do you think, oh, they're embarrassing the division? I genuinely think, like, you know, because when you listen to people do interviews about how WWE works, the wrestlers turn up and they're told about an hour before the show what's going on. Even if it's like a storyline that's been going on for 7 months, they don't know. Like they genuinely find out about an hour, half an hour before they go out there to do the performance, which just, you know, like staggers me as a way of doing things. So you're just like, they're probably scrambling. They've got an hour or two to come up with a promo or motivation to make sense of this mess they've inherited. So, like, of course you're going to get crappy promos like that. Like, the New Day are meant to be... Like, how can we have some beef? We've got 5 minutes to fill because we're not just booked down on the running order for a match. We've also got a promo segment beforehand. Well, you play a guitar, I play a trombone, a trumpet. I guess we could do a thing there. You're kind of a tag team, maybe. But yeah, screw it. Let's just go with that. Let's just go with that. That's Raw's tagline.
This is the Raw after Wrestle. This is the Raw after WrestleMania. Oh no, have you?
You can hear her moving around.
Oh no,
I have to be more quiet.
I'm so sorry. This is the Raw after WrestleMania. This is the Raw after WrestleMania. Usually the biggest rating that they're going to get all year long, because it's the show after WrestleMania. It's where people go to see what the new storylines are going to be. And this is the show that they've presented. There's still 40 minutes left. Jamie in the donations donated $100 to a great cause and said, "You guys made me feel accepted when I came out as trans. I want to help Ollie be smooth." Thank you so much, Jamie, for your incredible donation. My name Jeff201 said, "Bye bye eyebrows." Disco Stew is in the chat with $100 donation. Said, "Sorry, Ollie, but the brows got to go." Adam Southfield has donated £10 for Ollie's eyebrows. Matt, the brow killer Robinson, said, "Can't afford the last nail in the coffin, but I can afford one more swing of the hammer. Your caterpillars are going down. Yours truly, a filthy WrestleTalk Mark." That was a $50 donation. Lewis Nelson said, "Keep up the good work. Get those eyebrows gone." Christian Baltimore, "Jam that jam. Good luck at Quizzlemania." Jigsaw Joe, last time donating for the cause and for Mr. Davis's eyebrows. With Money in the Bank coming up soon, who do you think is the favorite for both the men's and women's? I've got Edge and Becky winning. There's no favorites going like right now. I've no idea who it could possibly be. Those shouts are as good as any, I guess. Any thoughts, Davis?
On who will be the number one
Who could win Money in the
contenders?
Bank? Who could win Money in the Bank? Yeah.
It's so hard to tell because we don't know what this post-WrestleMania direction is. And I've got to be honest, this show is giving me no indication either, which is its whole point. Becky winning Money in the Bank has some nice mirror imagery because she gave up the belt as part of Money in the Bank last year. I just find it so hard to care about anything in WWE's future at the moment, which is, a sort of an existential crisis considering what our job is.
I'd like to see Sami Zayn win. John Ryan said, "Let's shave those brows." Cameron said, "How do you guys think they will tell a story where the monster makes even greater monster, which leads to its downfall?" I'm guessing that's in reference to Fiend, Alexa Bliss.
Mm-hmm. I just don't know how you properly pay it off. If they've got to go full Firefly Funhouse match.
The Jam One Sherrod says, "Bobby Lashley tweeted out, 'No one is the answer, but I'll entertain the people who want a chance. Who's next? Are we going to get Bobby versus Goldberg?'"
We've already had that over the WWE Championship this year. Plus, I think WWE are now behind on the Saudi Arabia show deal. They need to do like 3 shows a year for the next couple of years. I think you need Goldberg around for that. Keep Goldberg in your back pocket until the end of the year, because I think they'll want to get over there as soon as possible. So November, most likely. So no, I don't think that will be a choice. But at the same time, it equally could be. Who the F knows? We're back with the New Day versus Riker and Elias now, by the way.
We sure are. And Elias, or the heels, are working over Woods. Sub-Zero.
So we haven't seen the end of the show yet.
Of course not.
But what's worse, this or the one where the bar came out as the big champion versus champion swap? Are you serious?
Did you know it's on demand this Friday?
I mean, it's doing its job. I want to watch it.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking that black screen. Is that a black screen for you?
Yeah, it was a black screen for me as well. Yeah. I was thinking about this because our thumbnail and title for that video, that Raw After Mania, because we did a live stream for that, was worst Raw After Mania ever.
I can't remember anything that happened on the show other than that, real blue bollocking of a main event. This so far is more depressing.
This is a new low for WWE, I feel. Because it's boring, isn't it? Like, it's not just boring, it's actively bad. Yeah. No one is getting over. No one is producing anything good. And I just feel bad for everyone. Because I feel like people are trying. And do you know what sucks? Night one was so good. Night one of WrestleMania ruled. I gave that show 5 out of 5, and I loved everything that happened on it. And this is the weekly product. This was the product that was the build to that bad show. I just don't know anymore, man. It's bad.
Maybe we do work Saturdays. Maybe we get Tempest and Pete to review this. That's a good point. Tomorrow night won't be live reactions for NXT, but on Wednesday, we will have Tempest and Pete bringing back the NXT reviews.
Yeah. Sarah's got a point. He's been like, yeah, but that was all the SmackDown stuff. I don't know, man. Like, yeah, you're right. Actually, it was all the SmackDown stuff I did like.
Yeah. No, but Drew and Bobby.
Here you go, Davis. Here's a question for you. Do you ever get tired of being so negative? They had the Viking Raiders return, an awesome Charlotte promo. They can only have so many returns with no fans. You don't need returns.
Yeah. Like, I don't want to be negative on this. Like, I think it's sort of I know these aren't the same people, but you can see that I love wrestling. Just watch me on Thursdays. You know, that is a good wrestling product that I love very dearly. WWE Raw is an awful show this year. It is a terrible, terrible show. And this is one of the worst episodes when they should be putting on a blinder. So yes, I'm very, very tired of being negative. I don't want to be negative. I want to write about how great everything is. I don't want to be embarrassed by the shows I cover. And yeah, like Luke said, you don't need return. This isn't about the returns. Like, I'm not sitting here like, oh my God, the Viking Raiders are back, because nothing's going to be done with them. I'm depressed that they've got no plans. That no one seems to know what's going on. There's the Fiend Bliss stuff. Ugh. Whatever the hell that Rosebrook. The Rosebrook thing was the thing that's broken me here.
It broke me too. And I don't know why, because why should we care? Because it's the women's tag titles.
Yeah.
We were given no reason to care about them.
Yeah.
But it genuinely did break me. New Day picked up the win. Good match. Good match, but you know what? It means absolutely nothing. At the end of the day, it just means nothing. And I agree with everything that you said, man. Like, I don't want to. Why would I want to watch and submit myself to 3 hours of TV so I could hate? Like, why would I want to watch a show I hate? I want to watch a show I like. And it's not about returns. Like, and like, you know, in your comment that you left there, you named 2 things from a 3-hour show. It was a return and a promo. Like, that's it. That's all this show has got riding on it so far.
Got a Randy promo now. He's got one of Laurie and Adam's lights in the background, lighting up the background there. I would have kind of preferred a one-on-one match. Just make it Randy Drew.
Yeah. I could see them going with Braun, you know.
3 most dangerous letters in sports entertainment. RAW right now.
Slam.
I'm going to pop to the loo before the Firefly Funhouse.
Firefly Funhouse is coming up next. I'll read out some of your donations while Ollie nips to the lav. Wesley65. Lily could be a reference to Lilith. She was the first wife of Adam and was created on the same day, but she left when she couldn't submit to him, partnering with Archangel Samuel, the serpent in Eden. Biblical references, very highly likely, to be honest. I'm not really up on my Bible studies, unfortunately. I did very poorly in RA. Fun story for you, actually, everyone watching. I once, one of our religious education courses that we had to do was we had to create a new like holiday like a new sort of holiday that people would take the day off work for and stuff. And I'm, it's when would this been? 1999, maybe? It's weird. I said that Space Jam thing was 97. That does sound right. Maybe it was 97. This was like 98, maybe 99. And I submitted Kurt Cobain Day. And it was a tribute to Kurt Cobain after, he committed suicide, and he was my favorite guy, and I was a big Nirvana fan. So, like, I wrote this I wrote this big document of just like, here is what will happen on Kurt Cobain Day. And my RE teacher failed me because he committed suicide. And she was like, it's not the will of, like, because by doing that, he doesn't get to go to heaven. So I failed that course. So there you go. Fun story for you there. Good Dharma said, hey guys, isn't an AEW review, but just wanted to say hi and thank you for the entertainment. Didn't watch WrestleMania, but watched you guys instead. Is that weird? Give me a yes, please. Yes, please to you, Good Dharma. Mohammed said, first ever 1 out of 5 Raw after Mania. What a crap show. And Riley Finlayson said, been loving the watch-alongs, not so much the Raw one. I'm still in love with the Bunny Destroyer, but all in all, my first WrestleMania with WrestleTalk was amazing. Jam that jam. Give me a yes, please. Yes, please. Lord Grey Tiger, you guys should watch Kenny Omega's promo at the end of Being the Elite before you go to bed. It will make you feel better.
I'm not going to do anything, but I'm going to write this Raw review, then I'm going to go straight to bed.
Right, I'm also going to quickly run to the loo.
Sorry, folks. This is, I don't know why Brooke and Rose have broken me so much. I just hate this episode. Hate it so much. I'll continue on with these chats. Oh no, well, we're up to date. So far, let's see how much we've all raised. We have £20,495.55p, which is 204% of our original goal. Obviously, that's a terrible thing because you have all beaten me. I'm man enough to admit that. But maybe for some, that is one positive. No matter how bad WWE Raw can get, that you all and us together can be a force for good.
Interesting comment that I saw then where someone was, I was trying to work out sort of like my dates in my head of like when I did that Kurt Cobain Day thing and my school play. And someone said that I might be wrong because Space Jam came out in 1996. But for our American viewers, in the 90s in particular, like certainly before the turn of the millennium, we used to get films a lot later. So like Aladdin in the US was released in like October or September 1992. We didn't get it until November 1993. Like a year later, we got that movie. So yeah, there's a lot of times when you might have been like, oh no, that film came out in 96.
Oh.
We didn't get it until 1997. Here we go. Firefly Funhouse.
Come on, Bray.
Come on, Bray. Save us.
Give us something.
It's nice to see all the puppets back.
He's back. I have missed him. He's an oasis amidst all this. How is this the same company?
A new Bray.
Mm. Dance?
He's doing like
he's doing like a
the healing gimmick.
called reality a simulation. Just dunk that in there.
Yeah. And that's it. He's just here to say that he's back.
Yeah.
I mean, it was funny.
It was good. It was good.
Yeah.
And that is leaps and bounds above everything else on this episode.
Yeah, right.
I love Bray.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you know what? Like, it was the best thing on the show so far. That and Bliss's promo, I think, with them, and actually Charlotte's promo as well. I thought was really good.
Yeah, Bliss's performance was really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the creative direction that's a bit like,
yeah,
what the hell? Well, this is our main event. Drew versus Randy.
Yep. We've got 20 minutes left on the clock. It is Drew versus Randy versus Braun Strowman. The winner is going to go on to face Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania. Backlash. I'm actually disappointed we haven't got anything from AJ and Omos. Not even a promo from them.
Yeah.
I would have thought they would have done something.
Is there anyone else that's been missing from this episode?
Sheamus.
Yeah, no Sheamus. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, no Sheamus. No US champion like Sheamus after winning the belt. But Riddle, who did lose the belt, did get a showing. Let's go through some more of your donations. Erickson said, "Don't worry, fellas. AEW is just a few days away. Seeing as this show is a massive disappointment, besides sleeping, what would you rather be doing right now?"
Pinching the skin on the back of my arm.
I just started playing the Final Fantasy VII remake. So probably playing that because I actually quite enjoyed the fort. Like I played it for about 50 minutes and I quite enjoyed myself. So I'd probably say that. And I was also watching a Kadakarus video. He's just put one about the Kinect. So I'd probably rather be watching that.
Chat is saying that Sheamus is on Raw Talk. He was announced. There was a
Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck that he's on Raw Talk? Who cares?
Well, no, but that's it. Like, he's there. It's not like he's injured or there's other reasons for his absence. Just not on the show.
D Coops, hey lads, despite a whirlwind of a year, I got started at a new job at a gaming company. Have had some anti-browse funds. By the by, Corey not wearing a suit? Did he jump in at the last minute or something? No, this has been a plan for a while. Anonymous says, cover NXT yourselves. Make the other watch this rubbish. Yeah. We should switch. That's a great point. Why don't we just switch Tempest and Pete to do Raw and we'll do NXT instead?
God, it's bloody tempting at this point. Raw is still the flagship show. We are still the flagship broadcast team. But I don't know how much longer. That would be quite interesting doing NXT and AEW every week. God, that's so appealing right now. So appealing.
So appealing. And Tara Lee said, why are we talking about shaving eyebrows? Wax them.
No. I haven't got any
20,000
waxing stuff.
£20,546. Amazing. So like beyond, I'm actually lost for words with the generosity that you guys have all shown us over the last 3 days, the ordinations to come. Really, really blown away by everything. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being with us. And thank you so much for your generous donations. It really means the world to us.
I would also like to not echo that. Screw you all. And yeah, I hope you all really enjoy me having to shave off the rest of my hair and my eyebrows on Wednesday's episode of WrestleMania, where yes, you can suggest different patterns for me to do in my own hair, because that's all I am to you now, a performing monkey. So this is the main event, number one contender for WrestleMania. This is Backlash. Drew versus Randy versus Braun. You know, considering the episode we've had so far, Viking Raiders return, Charlotte turned heel, Bliss confirmed a heel turn. Elsewhere, angle-wise, I can't think of anything else. Maurice came back.
The splitting of Miz and Morrison.
Yeah, but that was like the start of a
got pinned.
tease. I'm just thinking in terms of like, you know, the
headlines.
You would think there's a big angle coming.
You've got to think there's a big thing to end this show off with, right?
I mean, if Drew or Randy or Braun just wins clean, if there's just a DQ between the three guys. So I'm just trying to like reverse engineer it in my head. Unless they are just intentionally putting on a completely underwhelming show, which seems possible right now, are we getting a big return in the main event? A Samoa Joe? A Brock Lesnar? Not Ronda Rousey or Becky at this point. Baron Corbin?
Oh, man, if it's Corbin.
I mean, what do you think? Who do you think it could be?
I mean, I think they could go with Braun here, you know, because like Braun's the one they've not done. We've done Drew Bobby. We've done, I suppose we haven't done Randy Bobby, I guess. But like Braun, you know, beating Shane McMahon, being a big star in Shane McMahon, that feels like that should be something. So, yeah, like I think we're going to get a clean win here. They're going to announce a winner. I don't know if maybe we'll get an angle afterwards, but maybe that angle will just be Bobby beating up whoever wins. But I could very well see this just being Drew wins, so we can do Drew Bobby 3 at WrestleMania.
Just seen a few people, Zacho and DBL A2020, that Keith Lee could come in. Adam Cole, but Adam Cole's deep in the weeds with his Undisputed Era storyline. I know it's not without precedent for WWE's main roster to call up someone in the middle of a years-long story, but I'd be surprised if this is the year they call up Cole now.
Also, as well, I mean, knowing how this company looks at talent, do you want to have Adam Cole going against Bobby Lashley? Look what happened to Riddler at the start of this show. Do you want Adam Cole in that position? You want Adam Cole to come up and just get absolutely destroyed by Bobby, because he's not going to be competitive against Bobby Lashley. It'll be a squash match. Yeah. I don't want that for Adam Cole. I do not want that for Adam Cole.
Andrade comes back, all a work.
Oh, could you imagine if it was all a work? A lot of people think there's going to be a DQ, or a no contest, which would be staggering. It's a 3-way. So, can't have a DQ in a 3-way.
Oh, they can, Luke. Oh, they can. It's
I'd
about
love it
sending
if
a message. They'll do the DQ finish.
I'd love it to be Keith Lee.
Randy's back to the black pants. Credit to the guy. He made a WrestleMania entrance feel big time because he wore a different color of pants.
It's pretty impressive.
Should be a good match, though. At least with Drew and Randy. Are they going to team up? Oh, Drew's so cool.
Yeah, he is.
Trying to take on both men there. Dear, oh dear.
Randy
Can't
playing
think
it
of anyone
smart by going
else.
to the outside.
Can you
then
think
just
of
get back
anyone
in
from? Can you think of anyone from SmackDown that could jump over?
Corbin. He's a big lad. Look at this, Drew and Randy working together. There's Randy already coiling. Oh no,
Honestly.
Randy's turned on Drew already.
Honestly, like the WrestleMania streams were much longer because we did the pre-show as well, and they were longer shows. I was never tired in any of those. I am knackered right now.
They've got rid of the choo-choo noises. Oh, they got rid of the choo-choo noises.
Like that, though.
Yep, Raw rolls on. Yeah, no, I agree with you. Like, this show has felt longer than WrestleMania.
Yeah. Those are... I don't want a backseat transition, but I took great pride in timing my cuts to promos and ad breaks, so it was kind of a seamless thing. They're not waiting for the commentators to do it. It's like,
ads.
Yeah. Maybe they've automated it.
I mean, they are. I mean, it's really like. I mean, I don't want to feel maybe a bit bad in saying this, but I think they probably know the viewership's quite low because the viewership for Raw on BT Sport is quite low. So maybe it's like no one's watching. I don't think we need to put too much effort into where the ad breaks go. Not enough people are watching to complain.
It's like, it's 3 seconds either side. It's finesse.
I mean, lest we forget, one of our SmackDown podcast reviews got more viewership than SmackDown did on BT Sport in the UK.
Dave Meltzer reported it. I read it there.
Yeah.
The WrestleTalk magazine podcast.
Still, do you know what? We've got nearly 3,000 people watching this stream live. Thank you all so much for joining us. We really do appreciate every single one of you here. Stu Collin has said, I never donate, but I'm doing this for a cause, not for Mr. Davis's hair. I just want to say it's difficult to watch people like WrestleTalk and Sean with all your negativity. Unfortunate for me, some viewers. Raphael looking for a catchy username Hernandez. Title suggestion for review: Worst Raw After Mania 2, Electric Boogaloo. Worst Raw After Mania 2, Too Bad, Too Boring. Worst Raw After Mania 2, The Search for the Plot. Or worst Raw After Mania 2, The Boringing. And Matt Scale said, thanks for a great weekend of entertainment, WrestleTalk lads. Long time viewer, first time donating. You guys brought me so much joy in the last year. This show sucks more than the WWE ECW pay-per-view. Matt, I'm going to disagree with you there, my friends. Or am I? Is this worse than December to Dismember?
It's difficult. No, that December to Dismember was terrible. We rewatched it.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, we did.
That was worse. And that,
it way less star power.
Killed. Yeah. That killed a promotion. Historically much worse than this.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I'm so utterly uninspired right now. I'm watching the clock.
You're watching the clock.
9 minutes.
9 minutes.
Just want to go to
And
bed
like,
now.
do you know what? I know I do apologize to people. If you genuinely do love watching Raw and love watching WWE's product, it must suck to like see us and Sean and Brian and Dave and going in Raw and Denise and everyone just being like, or Colton being like, man, these shows suck. This show is bad. Because like you as a fan has been like, I'm being told that my favorite thing is rubbish, and I'm sure that that's got to be awful. With that said, the show is bad, and I'm not going to pretend that it's good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
Exactly.
I think you should recognize that yours is in the minority.
And like, and if you like this show, that's no skin off my nose. It's no skin off your nose. You're absolutely more than welcome to like this show and disagree with me. That's the beauty of opinions, is that people always have different opinions. So yeah, it's good that you like this, but it's not that I'm not enjoying this.
Yeah, all the power to you if like you treat wrestling like how I treat Australian reality TV. It's terrible, and it's, you know, arguably very damaging to the people involved as contestants, but I love it. I love putting it on in the background and laughing at it. That's how you can I can totally understand why you would want that. But then I don't understand why you would then watch us because we cater for a very different, we're looking for different things.
Yeah.
But I do like Randy and Drew together. I think they've got a really good year-long feud. Even with the booking missteps, like they've got there's context there. There's something meaty between them. So I always get excited when they go up against each other in the ring.
Yeah.
Feels like a while since we last saw it as well.
Well, it's because he's been in the Eternal Fiend feud. So did he have a Drew match in the middle of that? Was that like they did a main event of Raw with it, didn't they?
Yeah. Yeah. Can't remember what happened. Bliss was on the top rope, wasn't she?
Oh. No, that was the Edge one, wasn't it? That was Randy Edge.
Oh, yeah. Bloody hell. So now we're just getting Drew Randy. Yes, please.
Yeah. Don't know where Braun is. There he is. Braun's coming back in. Boot.
He moves so quick for essentially what are Kelly steps.
Not a great neck breaker there.
Don't know who was at fault there.
He sort of slipped on him, and then Braun was like to take the bump. It was kind of a little bit of both, really. It was from column A, a little from column B. I actually want Drew to win. Just going to put my cards out on the table. I do want Drew to win. He is my favorite of the three lads.
Yeah.
And I want to see him versus Bobby again.
Yes. Yeah. We both said it as soon as that match was over. They have built the idea of a rematch quickly and very well. Come on, 6 minutes. 6 minutes to save the show with an AEW invasion.
Yeah,
Chris Jericho.
Yeah, a few people will say Chris Jericho in the chat.
Oh. Got a nice shout out from Zeko here. I want to hit the three laddies again, which is the triple Future Shock DDT.
Oh, bloody hell. Braun just ran through Randy there. Great sell by Orton on that. Braun's going to hit Drew with the steps.
There's some revenge. My own name. Yeah, he's got that shiner there, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's got a proper little shiner from the Shane match. Oh, and stairs to Randy. Stairs to Drew.
Double DQ when Braun doesn't stop beating them both down with the steps. He sent a message, though.
And sometimes it's all about sending a message.
Mm-hmm. And that message is, don't tune in next week.
Here you go, Randy. Looking for the draping DDT.
Braun went proper floppy then.
Randy got him and went, ha ha. That was wonderful.
Come on, 3 minutes. What's going to happen?
I wonder if we're just going to get a winner and that's it.
Yeah.
The show goes off the air.
Yeah.
Here we go. Orton set up for the RKO. Announcing to his opponent he's going to do a move.
The out of predictability.
Here we go.
Which means he usually doesn't hit them.
Oh, no, you got it. Got it in the end.
There you go.
Hit that one. But is Braun ready to get up?
Surely Drew is going to break this up.
And he does with a
Claymore.
Nice. Going to pin him. 1, 2, 3. That was a wicked finish.
Great finish.
Yeah,
finish. Really good.
Drew breaks up the pin with a Claymore to Orton.
Really nice finish.
That was a great finish. Good. I'm glad Drew won.
Yeah, that's what we wanted.
There you go. May 16th, WWE Championship. Lashley versus Drew. WrestleMania Backlash.
It's got the WrestleMania logo in there too.
I mean, yeah, that looks to be the end of the show, Ollie. Generally, closing thoughts you want to give before, to give a bit of a preview of what your review will be tomorrow?
It was a big steaming pile of turds. Hated it. Hated the experience. Enjoyed watching it with everyone, of course. Hate the fact that I've got to shave everything off my face come Wednesday. But I think I'd rather that than have to watch this episode again. What about you?
Yeah. I mean, it was no good. It didn't feel like Raw after Mania. It didn't feel special. It didn't feel big time. It felt like any other episode of Raw. And it just feels like a lot of things are just spinning wheels. There you go. Here comes Bobby for a little stare down, maybe.
Maybe with Keith Lee.
It's just MVP.
Ooh,
okay, it's just MVP.
Oh, is Bobby just going to hurt lock him?
Oh no, he's got retribution.
Shut up.
Oh no.
Oh
no, his MVP got retribution.
Oh, you found it, Raw. You found the worst thing. Why didn't you just rebrand them? Take the masks off, please.
Take the masks off.
Why would you break up the Hurt Business? And merge it with Retribution.
They broke up the Hurt Business for this.
Take off the masks.
Nope, they are still slapped. They are still T-Bar and Mace. Oh no. And Corey Graves was like,
they have something to do with it.
If you missed that, the closing line of that show was Corey Graves saying, like, T-Bar and Mace attacked Drew McIntyre. Does MVP have something to do with it? Oh, I don't know, Corey. He was standing on the ramp. I would assume that he does. Oh, dear. That's a big oof. That's an oof from me.
I cannot believe that.
Yeah, I'm afraid that's an oof from me. Oh, mate.
You know what? All they had to do to change that was either just make it Benjamin Alexander,
Yeah.
or just do that and re-debut Mace and T-Bar as Dijakovic and
Dio Madden.
Dio Madden, without
Yeah.
the stupid masks, without the retribution stuff, and just say, yeah, they've got a new leader and they're in it for the money now. Not Ali, whose promise is never fulfilled. You can see when you join MVP, you get titles.
They broke up the Hurt Business for that. They broke up the Hurt Business for Baron Corbin and for T-Bar and Mace.
Have we got any more donations to read out, or can we go now?
We've got a few more. Chris Hutchins said, so happy we've reached £20,000 for Calm. Thank you to the Square Nation WrestleTalk and the extended WrestleTalk family for all the fantastic content put out this week. Shave Ollie's head, Luke for Quizzlemania. Chuck said, long-time viewer, first-time donation. Keep up the great work, WrestleTalk. Any predictions for who will be on SmackDown's announced team now that Graves is on Raw? I'm going to predict Corey Graves. Hush said, we need Ollie to start a Jean-Luc Picard haircut so he can just yell, shut up, Weasley, at Sean Ross Sapp. Please make it happen. And our last donation, Morgan Rose. First time I watched Raw in ages, and I remember why I stopped watching. Feel bad for you, lads. Get ready for the WrestleTalk shakeup, takeover reviews, NXT reviews. Jam that jam. Our final tally of donations and money raised for Calm, for Ollie to shave his head. £20,606, 206% of our original goal. I'm beyond thrilled. Thank you all so much for joining us. And thank you to Beer 52 for your sponsorship. Beer52.com/WrestleTalk. Get yourself a free case of craft beer on us. You just got to pay for the postage. There's a great service. I absolutely adore them. Ollie, any final thoughts you want to give to us before we get out of here?
No, I just it was a terrible episode of Raw, and I've got to shave my hair and my eyebrows off my face come Wednesday. Mr. Davis ain't gonna get laid.
Can't do any better than that. Jam that jam, everyone.